cover is live. Thank you all for being here. I'm sure no one is getting their notifications. Per usual. Thank you, YouTube. You're really sticking it to me nowadays. The Gone Within cover is... Oh my goodness. I did not hit the transition button, and that thing is covering my whole head. Sorry about that. Cover is live. Cover is live, and so far, let's see. Let's give this a quick refresh, because I think I just got a notification for another one. Yes, we are up to 64,706 with 888 backers, and wow, it's moving right along. I'm getting some comments. Actually, let's just go here and see what the comments are. Check this out. James Rulin says Gone with the Wind equals best movie. Therefore, Gone with the Wind cover equals best cover. Chris Cilia says that Gone with the Wind cover is amazing. And that's all we got from so far. Well, I did just launch it. So, actually, I launched it about an hour and 44 minutes ago. But I did just send out the emails to people to let them know that it was happening, that it was hip, because I had to take a phone call with BackerKit. So it looks like I'm going to be signing up with BackerKit. Oh, let me see. 143 just got a new contribution at 143. Let me roll this up and see if that has dinged in yet. Yes, someone just bought cover C. Cover C in the house. What does everyone in... Goodness gracious. YouTube's... I really wish my D-Live was working, because I really want to cultivate my D-Live audience, but for whatever reason, it's not working out for me. Alright, auto quality set to 720. Where's my chat? This is irritating. My chat is not popping up. Is it because there are legitimately zero people watching right now? How bad am I getting screwed on YouTube? How badly is YouTube screwing me with this right now? Let's see. Let's click over here so you guys can get a better look at the cover. If I can close this in on it like that. Does that look better? Ah, but then I can zoom back out and do that. How's that? And then just move this over. Oh, you guys can't see it until I actually hit the button. Alright. Alright. Transition. There we go. So that's this here, what you're looking at here, is the Gone with the Wind cover. What is happening? How do I have one person watching me? Is there... let me hit the share button and let people know that I'm in here. Apparently all by myself. There's one person watching, and I think that one person is me. Dude, what is up with YouTube and their notifications? I need to be pimping my book here, guys. Come on now. Gone with the Wind. YouTube notifications suck. Tweet. Tweedly-diddly-dee. Alright, well, if I'm just going to sit here by myself, then I'm going to have my yogurt. Faye, total. Black cherry. 2% milk fat. I prefer actually more fatty yogurts, because what is the point of eating yogurt? Like non-fat, low-fat, all that crap. Nothing wrong with a little fat in your diet. Oh my goodness. What's wrong with people? So yeah, I talked to BackerKit today, and they seem to have a very reasonable kind of deal. It's like, so they start you off with a $2,000 ad spend. They tailor ads for Facebook, for Facebook, which I'm already doing, but I don't have the time. Here's a deal. when you're advertising, it requires a lot of sort of massaging the ad. There's a reason why massage and message are spelled the same. Wait, those are spelled the same, right? I think they are. You've got to massage the ad. What you do is you set up an ad, right? And I know how to do all this. It's just a bandwidth issue. I don't have the time to be messing with everything and producing a book. So the idea that BackerKit can come in here and do this for me, and I'm not even paying them anything up front. It's all a back end deal. I think that's a good move for me. So what the deal is, so when you're running your own ads, right, what you need to do is you set up your ad, you set up the text, you set up the images and whatnot, and then you run it you set your budget, and then you run it. And as you run it for a while, I wonder if there's anybody who wants to talk about this with me while I'm... Kyung Lee. BackerKit came after me too. Are you finding that Facebook ads work, Mike? Yeah, all right. All right, I'm going to send these guys... the link, which means I think I have to open up, because I feel like if I start saying this, I'm gonna have to repeat it. Hey, that looks cool. Gary Shipman just sent me. Sweet. All right, well, that's a card right there. Hold on a second. I'm going to show you guys Gary Shipman's card in a minute here, but let me get my Firefox up and running so that I can actually... Wait a second. I can run standard Google Google Hangouts on Chrome. Maybe I can still have all my regular controls if I do it through Chrome. Start a video call. Da-dee-da-da. Oh man, you guys are going to love this Gary Shipman cover. Hold on a second. Please be patient. Please be patient. Thank you very much. Enjoy the Gone with the Wind art while you wait. And I'm going to talk about BackerKit with some guys. Hopefully Kyung will come on because he had a conversation with some people too. Okay, copy a link to share. Link copied to clipboard. And now I go to someplace else, to Twitter land. And then I wait for Twitter to open because I hope you are all having a beautiful day. It is a wonderful, very gray sky here in San Diego land, but still beautiful. Still beautiful. Come on, Twitter. Why you gotta be stupid right now? Alright. Try this again. Just refreshed my Twitter. It's not letting me open my messages for Twitter. Hey, got another contribution. Booyah! And that is for Lonestar Sign Cover C. It's working. It's all working. Except for Twitter. Twitter's not working. Come on now. Are you seriously? Man, maybe I should just do it on Firefox. Firefox at least isn't being as lame as Chrome. close that out. I'm just going to go back to Chrome. Delete. Delete. Wait. Let me go back to Chrome real quick. Twitter is unresponsive on Chrome. Great. Paste. Okay, I don't even know what I'm on here. Am I on? Oh. Okay, join Hangout. Invite people. Alright. Let's see. Let's talk. Alright. Sent. Invite sent. Now let me find Gary's piece. Oh, it's beautiful. Open a new tab. This is sweet, man. Although I can't get it to just reduce down to regular size. But let me go to OBS. Browser. What browser do I have here? Oh. Okay, that's... never mind. Brave? Hangout? Let's just use the Brave browser. Alright. Change this to... Is this in Brave? Nope, that's the wrong one. That's the one. Okay. You guys see that? Check this Gary shipment. This is what he did last night. What he did last night was is this Mike's cover? Yeah, that was it. Solo Soldier. So what Gary did last night was at the beginning of the Drawn and Quartered, we're doing Lonestar, right? And Gary says to me, "Is Lonestar bulletproof?" And I say, "No." And so Gary then draws Lonestar getting shot and ricocheting bullets off of his outfit. And then he finishes it and he says, I'm like, he says, "Do you want to use that for a card?" And I'm like, he's not bulletproof. So he fixed it. And then he added this American flag to the background. And so this I'm going to use at some stretch goal for a trading card, I think. Because I think it looks cool. So thank you, Gary Shipman, for fixing that. So now I can use that. Would be nice if the link was in the description. You know what? That's a good point. Hold on a second. Let me fix this real quick. So I can get this back on screen. And then I will toddle over to YouTube and fix my description. That is the problem with using OBS, so far as I can tell, is I cannot update all my descriptions. And I have a dickens of a time trying to figure out how it works directly. Okay, this browser, turn that off. All right. All right. Other features, live events, live stream now. Edit. Edited. All right. Link in the description coming up. Support Lonestar now. http lonestarcomic.com. Save changes. Now let me add some tags. Lonestar, comics, comic books, comics gate, comics great, Patriot, Gone with the Wind. Classic. What else is good? I don't know. If you guys are going to come up with any good tags I can throw up there, just let me know. I need to check something super duper quick here. I think. Let's see. You got it. The piece will run in the morning. Also, I. All right. Cool. Bleeding Fool is going to run a story on me in the morning. All right. Fantastic. Jeez. Everybody got the notifications for the last stream after the stream ended. Well, I'm on now. I swear I had something for this. All right. Let's see what you guys are talking about up in the chitty chat room. Pop out the chat. Again, please do hit that like button. Remember the rules of coming to Blacklist Universe. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Let people know you're here. Because YouTube hates me and never shares my stuff anymore. YouTube, why must you hate me so? Why? Alright. Let's scroll back up. What's up, Mecha? Force Ghost Gun. When is the EVS cover coming? 1 week from today. Yeah, whether he finishes it or not, it's going to be available. It may be available sight unseen, which is not going to help sales any. But he's got a week. Do you know if anyone can help me with something? My friend needs someone who can review her art and criticize it so she knows what must be improved. Yeah, that is something that RT Bear has been doing. I'm not a big fan of doing portfolio reviews. Not that I'm not interested in helping people. It's just more often not, people take things the wrong way. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow. Hey, what's up, Matthew Fowler? Mecha from the 80s right through. What's up, Igor? Firefox is derpy unless you fixed it, Mike. It's derpy. That's true. But, yeah, we shall see. Raspberry cheesecake or ice cream? No, this is blackberry or black cherry faye. Faye! Product placement. And yes, that is my cover. That is the Lonestar Soul of the Soldier Gone with the Wind cover, which, let me see if I can get to it. What channel do I have it on? So I can scroll. You can see the whole thing. There it is. Beautiful. Beautifully rendered, modeled cover colors by Jane Nanjan Jamberry. All the line work by myself. I think we're a great team, and I think this is one of the better pieces that we've done together. So, very thrilled with how it came out. Very thrilled indeed. So that is now available at LoneStarComic.com if you want to get over there and pick it up. If you've been waiting for the Gone with the Wind cover, wait no longer, for here it is for your viewing pleasure. Yeah, link is also in the description. Ah, crap. You know, you drop a spoon on the carpet. There's a piece of hair on your spoon, and you've got like legitimately 1 scoop full of yogurt left in your cup. I'll be right back. I'm not going to put that spoon in my mouth. It's disgusting. Gun, waiting for the EVS cover before I back. On a side note, I really loved the first one. It was a fun story, and I loved the vamps aligning with commies. Spoilers! Shh, oh my goodness. So, right on. Thank you. Alright, I'll be right back. So yeah, sorry I just kind of stopped talking about Backer Kit, but there's some people in my chat room that I want to discuss it with. The C word, what, crap? Cuddle? Carnivorous? Commie? Oh, that word. Yeah. So, I don't know. How many of you have not gotten the Heart of the Hero yet? Or read it? I don't want to spoil anything for people who haven't read Heart of the Hero yet. Look what I have. You guys remember a long time ago I did a video about how that you can't get Konyaku in America anymore? You can get Konyaku now, but it has to be in these in ways that they can minimize your chance of choking on it, right? So they put it in these little slender tubes. Yummy. So I can get Konyaku now, but it's freaking expensive, man. It shouldn't be this expensive, but I guess, you know, you do what you gotta do. How many Antifa punks can Lonestar whoop at a time? I imagine he could whoop quite a few of them. It depends on what weapons they have. Justin McClure says, I spent too much on parts for my equipment these last few weeks. Ugh, sorry about that. Hate to hear that. Saggy says, you're so generous, Mike, putting the secret perk link in the description. Hi, you're funny. That's not funny. I like it. They think you're Dean Cain. What? I'll be backing once it drops. Oh, you mean the EVS cover? Yeah. I get the feeling that'll be a nice bump. That's gonna be a nice bump. Boy, when I release the availability to buy the crossover comic, that's what I wanted to work on this morning, but once again, life got in the way. I have a notebook. I've got stuff broken down. I'm not going to show you the page. Here. There's my notes for the crossover comic. I need to sit down at my Celtics program and bang it out. My coffee is cold, actually, because it wasn't too hot when I poured it. So I'll just drink some water. Sup, T-Bors? Withheld says, sorry I keep mentioning Bone Star, Mike. It's to add, whoops, where'd it go? Lightheartedness to high tension, and because it's funny as heck. Did you bid on Bone Star? Were you one of the bidders? Did you bid $500 on a pornographic illustration? Gone with the Wind. I really want that one. David Handy, you mean the Gone with the Wind? I hope so. Or do you mean I don't know. I don't know if you mean the EVS one, which no one has even seen, or the Gone with the Wind. I can't wait to see what Ethan does. I'm so looking forward to that. Don't eat in live stream. It's unsafe for the carpet. Yeah, tell you what. 5-second rule does not count when a hair gets on your spoon. That's just no. Yes, cat poo. Good reason not to ever eat anything off the carpet. Use the other end of the spoon. Everyone here has read book 1 already, Mike. Do you think so? Has anyone not read it? Tell me if anyone has not read it. Good man, Mike. Say no to the cat poop spoon. Why does Mike have long hair? Was it a Samson oath? Did did that but couldn't keep the oath? No, there's no oath. There's just alright, the story of why Mike has long hair by Mike Miller. But first, let me do a real quick Lonestar check and see where we're at. $64,766. We will be hitting $65,000 at some point today, I firmly believe, at which point the John Malin trading card will be made available, which means I need to get John to send me the high res of that, or at least a screen cap. Or I could just screen cap it from the show last night, huh? I'll bug him. Doo-dee-doo-doo. Doo-dee-doo-doo. Gary Shipman, I have some things to do right now. We're still hanging out. I want to talk. Hey. I get a shot of that card from last night. Looks like 65K is around the bend already. Alright. What is John sending me now? My boy setting up at Comic Palooza. I mentioned before, if anybody's going to Comic Palooza this weekend, you can get some of my artwork from John Winter. He will be sharing a booth with Fine Collectibles. I think it's Fine Collectibles. Might be Fine something else. All right. Why do I have long hair? So when I was about 14 years old, I was sitting on my skateboard at Alpha Beta, hanging out with my skate crew, and probably drinking a soda or something. Back in the day when you bought a big 16-ounce bottle of Coke for like 25 cents, you drank it, and then you took it back in, and you got a dime back for recycling. So the Coke only cost you 15 cents. It was great. But anyways, I digress. This Jeep pulls up in front of Alpha Beta with some, I don't know, older teens or 20-year-old kids or something. And this one, I'm guessing he was Indian because he had like 2.5 foot long black hair, just jumps out of the car. And I'm like, that is cool hair. So I'm like, I'm going to grow my hair out. And then I started to grow it out. My mom got mad at me because my hair was so long. She told me if I don't cut my hair or get out. I think I was, yeah, probably like 6 months later or something. And so I went to the barbershop and I was going to get a mohawk. But my friend Lonnie Padilla was the clerk at the barbershop, or whatever you call it, haircut place. And I know I should have just bought clippers and did it myself, but that's me, right? My mom tells me I have to get a haircut or she's going to kick me out, so I go to get a mohawk. because it's a haircut. I guess now I know where my daughter gets it. Anyways, Lonnie, and it was like all girls in there, and cute girls cutting hair. And Lonnie's like, and Lonnie was a really cute girl too, and she's like, "No, you can't. I love your hair." Blah, blah, blah. So I just did a thing where I shortened the sides. I got kind of that fat, fake faux hawk thing that, but it wasn't like a full I just wanted to and spike it up, Knox gelatin and all that stuff. But I like the ladies, so I didn't want to disappoint the ladies. My liking the ladies overrode my need to rebel. So after that, my mom just kind of shook her head. I'm like, I did what you said. You told me to get a haircut. And then after that, she didn't complain about it anymore as I grew it out. And by the time I was 16, probably, I could put all my hair in a ponytail. Who's there knocking at my door?
What is up?
What's up, Brashier?
What you doing?
I'm telling people why I have long hair.
Oh, because you don't like haircuts?
There you go. It's that easy, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Let me
save money. Sure.
Well, that's right. I'm saving lots and lots of money by that. Hold on, I gotta reshape this now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I screw everything up?
You screwed everything up, Brian. Jeez.
Well, don't invite people into your house if you're not prepared for company.
I know, right? I'm terrible at this. All right, let me see. How wide are you? That's not a personal question.
Personal.
All right, transition. Bam, there it is.
What? Oh, I can't see anything.
Oh.
Looks the same to me.
Sorry. Oh, you know what I can do for you, though, is I can set this up so that you are seeing... Nope, that's the wrong button. Share screen. I can share my Lonestar. This one.
Yeah,
all right.
The quality entertainment here, folks.
There you go.
Oh, I see Lonestar there.
Right. Well, this will be the screen. So if I'm deciding I want to look at this now, then and I ask you how's that look, you can actually see what the heck I'm talking about. Right.
I see. Yeah,
you can see my Lonestar backer tracker. Let's see if they have updated
backer tracker. Backer kit. I haven't used backer kit.
I have not either, but I talked to them today, and I have decided that I am going to give them a shot. I am currently tracking at $104,646.
Okay, so it tells you where you're headed based on current
trends.
Trends.
It's just a trend.
I see.
It's a trend. So backer kit, yeah, Brian. Let's talk about backer kit. So, have you heard anything from them or about them?
I have heard of them, but that's about all I know.
Okay,
I've heard of them.
So they've been kind of emailing me every day because somebody at Backer Kit really likes Lonestar. So they're they've been harassing me. Probably because the campaign's already successful. But
sure.
What the deal is they will front advertising budget, and then they will design an advertising campaign, and then they will take 15% of whatever referrals they bring to your campaign.
Okay.
As payment, and they'll take the $2,000 or the initial buy for ads is $2,000, and so you don't pay anything up front. They pay for everything up front, and then they advertise. They have I don't know how many of their email subscribers are comics people, but dude, they've got a 900,000 person email list. Wow. So they've got a ton of people who've used BackerKit for Indiegogo, for Kickstarter. They know who likes crowdfunding. They know who likes comic books, and so they should be able to do pretty well. I was giving the example of Benny Powell. I don't know if this is private information or not. Probably not. He did. I'm gonna assume it's not. He did like 97,000, I think, on Kickstarter with White Widow, and then did another 40,000 through BackerKit.
Interesting.
So right. So
very interesting. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah,
because I'm probably launching mine on the 20th. Is what I'm shooting for.
Yes, I was listening. In today on the show that I'm not allowed to be invited to.
Oh, Doug.
I feel
Douglas,
so left out.
actually.
Oh my goodness.
You're included in everything.
I'm not.
Come on. You're everywhere.
Nobody asks me. I can't go on anyone's shows. It's just little old me and my... How many people are watching? And my
53.
And my 53
loyal
fans. Who's this? Smiling Brando says, this is Brian Shearer, artist extraordinaire. You can tell by all the coloring markers in his background.
Yeah, the ones that I never use, they always sit there. They're just...
Those are Pentels, right?
Prismacolors.
Yeah.
I use the Copics now, so those just sit there in reserve.
Oh, really?
Just in case I need to whip them out there.
All right.
So hello, everybody. Hello, different audience. Actually, I recognize a lot of people. Force Ghost, Burt Reynolds.
Yeah, I'm sitting here listening to you guys this morning, and he's just reading off all the same fans. It's like, that's my audience too.
Yeah, a lot of crossover. Hello, everybody, aka Michael Caine. I can neither confirm nor deny that there's a Michael Caine. It says ghostly.
Hello, bearded man, says Mars 10.
Hello.
Yeah. So what I was going to say to the audience, but I'm like, I want to wait until somebody else is here so I can have it as a conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Brian shows up. Is advertising through Facebook. So when you advertise, have you ever done any Facebook advertising?
Very small ones, like a little $30 here and there.
Right, but you can do like these pinpoint targeted ads, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah,
the thing you're supposed to do when advertising in Facebook is that it's sort of designed that you can stop your ads at any time, right? So you go in there, you drop $100 on it, and then like when you're, I don't know, a few hours in even, you can tell pretty quickly what the response rate to your ad is. Oh, it looks like Micah created something creep. Oh, it's the Infinity Gauntlet. Good job, Micah.
Nice.
And so yeah, you can tailor your words, you can tailor your pitch, you can tailor the artwork until you get a response rate that is valuable, or you're making enough returns.
Yeah.
That you're not just throwing good money after bad.
So I'm assuming you've done this successfully or not successfully.
Well, that's the thing. I don't have time to do that. I will create ads. Well, here's my deal. I kind of feel like as long as I am creating an ad that makes its money back, then what I'm doing is building a future audience.
Right.
Right. But BackerKit is like, we get, usually 200 to 400% return on investment. So, $2,000 in ads is $4,000 in ROI. And then it just grows from there. And I'm fine. I'm fine with somebody else taking the time to tailor their ads, right? Like I was saying, man, they got what's his face freaking $40,000 extra dollars on a $100,000 campaign. So
yeah. All right. So now, are you? No, I don't remember if you said. Have you signed up for this? Are you actively doing it now? Or are you about to?
I'm about to. He's gonna send me some paperwork later today. Edwin Boyette asks, how do you measure conversions from the Facebook ads? I believe on Indiegogo it tells you where your referrals are coming from, and so it'll tell you if they're coming from Facebook. And I don't think just posting it to some random person. Although when it comes from like a particular person on Facebook, doesn't it give the name of that person?
That's a good question. I don't know. I do not know.
Yeah.
Like I've done ads on Instagram. I've done ads on Facebook, which is the same company, but
different audience.
Of course, if you do one, it's going to carry over. My understanding is to the other. At least there's a setting for that.
Yeah.
And I get a lot of. I've gotten good traction on them, but again, it's. I don't know that I've ever really converted any into, because I've never done one with a campaign. I've just done like trying to build an audience or whatever.
Right. Do you have my phone? Oh, you're using it? I want to check my Instagram ads. Okay. Never mind. Go ahead. Just came in. I'm sorry. Who is this with you? Brian, are you so rarely on my channel every week that nobody knows you?
I am. I don't understand. I've been on. How often have I been on like Drawn and Quartered?
You're on my channel at least once a week. This is Brian Shearer, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
I guess technically, usually people just see your art page.
I get okay. Okay, yeah. Usually I'm drawing. Maybe let's see here. Here's my icon that I usually go under. If you see this on Twitter, this is me.
I think that's the problem, is you don't look enough like the drawing of yourself.
No, yeah, not anymore. Especially since I trimmed my beard and I don't have the hat on.
You don't wear the hat. The hat, Brian. The hat. All right, let's check
Kirby
Instagram.
Carpenter knows me. That's right.
I'm gonna look up my. How do I look up my ads on Instagram? Because I am running a couple Instagram ads right now. Promotions.
A fuzzy creature says, "Is this the one that works for Doug or the sane one?" I'm the sane one.
Okay. I just put up an ad yesterday. Looks like it's doing okay. It's got 294 clicks with $112 spent so far. So that is 37 cents per click, which isn't horrible, but it's not great. I should
where
get in
are you
there.
Are you sending them to your campaign?
Yeah, this is sending them straight to my Indiegogo.
Okay.
I've got this other one.
From that, okay.
I've got this other one. Wow, which has got actually it's only a single image. I've spent $43 and it's gotten 170 clicks. See, now if I were smart, I would stop spending money on the one and spend more money on the other one, because that's like 25 cents a click. Which is decent. Okay. 25 cents a click is actually a really good ad rate.
Yeah. Now, can you measure how many, if any of these have backed your project or just visits?
Well, let me go on it. Let me go to my Lonestar and see how many I need to be on. Campaign insights, perks report, items report, referrals. Would it be referrals? No, it would be... Yeah, it should be referrals. Someone should learn all this stuff and then tell the rest of us.
Yeah, well, that's the problem there, isn't it? There's if only there some way to consolidate wisdom and knowledge and distribute it.
Yeah. Someone should make a website that does that.
Yeah, that's because when people are done with campaigns, they're too tired to do anything.
Right. My Indiegogo is taking forever to open, of course. Can you see what the referrals from Instagram has been? Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for my Instagram.
Did you have to send somebody physically to go get some paperwork to bring that back? Is that what they're doing on Instagram to get your information?
I know, seriously. No, it's my Mac.
Rick, we got one. Rick, go print it out and bring it here.
My Mac's so slow. So referrers are as follows: Mike Miller, Pixel Trader, Ethan Van Sciver, then Edwin Boyette. Not too shabby. Come on. Oh my gosh, scroll. Is it so much to ask that you scroll?
Yes, yeah, there's a lot.
So with 170 clicks on that one, I don't know. I wonder how many of those may have actually turned into cautionary comments. Shane, Japan, Jeff Fars. Well, it doesn't say through referrers. Let me try through campaign insights and see if there's any Indiegogo. Instagram progress. Oh, we're up to 64,826. Very nice. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Indiegogo, Indiecron, Facebook, Kickstarter, Bing, Indiecron, Webmail, Lonestar, DuckDuckGo, MeWe. I have one through MeWe.
MeWe.
MeWe. That's another social site.
All these social sites popping up.
Indiegogo,
Social
YouTube.
sites.
T.co is Twitter. Indiegogo mobile app. MonsterComic.com. Oh, geez. I wonder if it lumps it in through Facebook.
Probably.
I have 4 contributions to Facebook for a total of $266. So I don't remember how much I spent on Facebook. I'm really bad at keeping track. But it wasn't that much. Man, my friend who does Kickstarters for a living, he's like, you have to spend like, if you want to make $500,000, you have to spend like $25,000 on Facebook ads.
Wow.
And I'm like, yeah, I'll get right on that.
Oh, yeah. Challenge. Yeah, can I make the $1 million first?
Yeah, right.
And then do that? Can we kickstart it that way?
That would be
do a Kickstarter
great.
for my do a crowdfunding for my advertising budget.
Yeah, do a GoFundMe for my
Yeah. Say that out loud, and that's going to pop up somewhere. Somebody's going to try that.
Yeah, Indiecron, that's right. That's Pixel Trader's ID. I knew that, Edwin. P Money says, hey, Mike, I was bored at work and looked at your previous campaign. You were at $38,000 when there was only 10 days left. You have come a long way. Congrats. Thank you. And we have 14 days. Oh, no, we have 16 days left. I forgot.
How long was this campaign?
30-day campaign. And this is the first day of the third week. So 15 days left. 16 days left if you count today.
That seems like that went by really fast.
First 2 weeks? Yeah. I can keep track by how long I've had a cover out. And this cover just came out today, which makes it the first day of the third week. Yeah, we're cranking, man. We, if I look back at my original campaign, I think I was on my 29th day before I was at this level of funding.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
See. Insights. Let me double check. So what can you tell us about your upcoming Indiegogo?
I am going to release the name and the mailing list sign up on Monday. It's coming out Monday. And then I'm going to launch it a week from Monday.
Why is the name secret?
I'm just going to build up a little anticipation and then release it on Monday.
All right, let me see here. So 72, 71. Oh my gosh, dude. I was on the 29th day, I was below 56,000.
Uh-huh.
It was on the last day I raised freaking 15 grand, so that's why it shot it up to 72. But yeah, so I've already done better than almost my full 30 days First campaign.
Good.
Second campaigns, man. Well, okay, granted, this is my third campaign. My second campaign wasn't that successful, but you know.
Well, the second one was, but this is the sequel to your most successful. So that's a good. That's good that shot up so fast.
Yeah, I'm
assuming that means people were happy with what they got.
Aw, David Handy says Mike has done so well because he's Mike. That's so sweet. Oh, that's right. Tug has 10 hours ago. Tug, get in here. You can talk to my 68 people. And if anyone has not already supported Tug, get on there. Get on there. You know what it is. It's The Littlest Umbrella. Kyung Lee's art. Fantastic. Good stuff. So,
A Fuzzy Creature said, I don't think this got mentioned on Doug's show, Brian. I plowed through your webcomic in like 20 minutes. Any chance you'll get more time to dedicate to that story? Feels like it just started. Yes. That's talking about William the Last. That is coming out through Antarctic every month. And so I had a long queue built up, and I'm kind of at the end of that. So I've got more pages coming. I got to get done next week, and those will start going up on Webtoon as I do that. So yes, to answer that question.
So you're publishing first, then Webtooning, huh?
Throwing it up on Webtoon, and then Antarctic is just taking it and putting it out every month. And then when I get done, this will probably be next year when I'm all done with the story, I will do a Indiegogo for the collected work, and they will, I'm assuming, distribute it. I talked to them about it, and they said they would do that. So,
making any money off that?
A little, not a whole lot, not as much as I would with straight Indiegogo.
Yeah.
And so it's been hard because people have been telling me they've ordered 2 copies at their store, they've gotten 1, or they ordered a copy and didn't get any. And I don't know if it's Diamond, if it's the shop's not ordering or whatever, but it's like so far removed from my control. With Indiegogo, I know if you order a book, you will get the book unless it's the post office screws something up. But I mean, it's just I'm just frustrated with being so far removed from having any power to get the book to people. You know?
Yeah. So, of course, then you have the frustration of having all the power to get the book to people.
Oh, I know. Today I dropped off all the remaining rewards for my art book Kickstarter, and man, that was a hassle. But I felt like I almost had this euphoric high when I walked out of there. I was like, it's done. I'm finished.
Yeah, until the returns come in.
Well, shush.
Dude, it's never ending. Every time I go to the post office, I get, oh, there's a couple packages for you. I'm like, please let it be gifts from my fans. And it's like, nope, it's returns.
Well,
from,
at least,
Czechoslovakia. I'm like, damn it.
Most of these were all, this was like the last tier. So these were the 11x17 color things, which I'm not going to do again.
No.
Because if the thing I realized is if you have the art book, there's such a size differential. It's like it took forever to pack those things up.
I know. I thought about that ahead of time.
Yeah, you're smarter than me, dude.
Oh man, these cover C's are cooking along. Right on. Cover C. Awesome. And several First Brigaders came in. All right, fine. Take my phone. Jeez. Here, you.
No, you.
Dennis said, I sent you a box that was not a return. I know, I appreciate it, Dennis. You sent me 2, actually. Okay, Jojo, hold on.
All right, I'm going to have to jet. My son is about to stumble through the door here, and it'll be all loud in a minute, and we got family stuff to do.
Mine have already done that.
Oh, we got to go do the dinner thing.
Right on, brother. Well, thanks for popping in so I could talk about advertising.
Yep. Definitely do more videos on that. I want to know how Backer Cake goes.
Okay. Will do.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Hi, brother. And here we are again. It's only us and we're talking about stuff. Let me blow this up so it's bing. A little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. A little bit better. A little bit. Come on. Brave. And then tap, tap, tap. Just trying to get it to scooch up a little bit. No. Brave. Scooch. There we go. Transition. That is it. You should sell a poster of cover C online. It looks like a poster next to the Joker. Looks like a poster next to the Joker? Oh. Yeah, you know what I'll probably do is do the movie mock-up of this image as the Gone with the Wind movie poster. Maybe even have it be weathered. And then send it over and just have Crypto Fashion sell it. Because Crypto Fashion will sell like full-size posters and stuff. So, in the stream... Wait. Deep Sound, follow your rest of empty life in the stream, Mike. In the stream? What? 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 Dude. Yes, a poster. Alright, Mike, for me, the best Lonestar cover you have done so far. Oh, thank you, Peter. I think so, too. It's my favorite out of all the covers. Yeah, and I'm scared Muerta's going to want it. Because Muerta bought the $5,000 cover tier, and he's like, you know, so he could pick any of the covers that I've done for Lonestar so far, and he's like, which one's your favorite? I feel like Lonestar loves the band Toto, and nothing wrong with that. Wow. Quick, sell it out from under him. I can't. Oh, Dennis. There's Dennis. Dennis, you know I can't do that. You know I can't do that, Dennis. Chat Mike was talking about crypto fashion. Why do Ethan critics hate crypto fashion? I don't know. I have no idea, honestly. Mike gets returns from countries that don't exist anymore. No one. Next one, Rhodesia. Oh, did I say Czechoslovakia? You know, it was weird. Growing up, I had friends. They were twins, Dennis and Peter. And growing up, they were from Czechoslovakia. And now, I don't know. What do you say? What do you say when the place that you... I know, but they're not from the Czech Republic. They were from Czechoslovakia. And they didn't go back to Czechoslovakia. And now Czechoslovakia isn't there anymore. Dennis says, I'm set. I'm not asking for it. Muerta is a good guy. Muerta is two good guys. I think it's because the song Rosanna is stuck in my head. What? Oh. Rosanna, Rosanna. Yes, I got returns from Constantinople. The former Czech Republic. Former Czech Republic. Alright. Let's see if you guys had any other questions about the advertising thing that I can answer. Gotta scroll it up. It just flipped over to 16 days just now. That means I'm gonna have some different... Alright, let me do a quick refresh here. I also sent out a notification today that if you are Lonestar Squadron 1st Brigade, you only have 2 weeks left for the 1st Brigade secret tier. First rule of secret tier is we don't talk about secret tier. First rule of secret tier. Alright, we are currently standing at $64,826 as we were moments ago. How did cover A and B compare to each other? You guys want a breakdown of campaign insights. Let's go to an items report. Items report. Lonestar signed cover A, 603 copies. Signed cover B, 369 copies. Lonestar unsigned cover A, 75 copies. Where is Lonestar Cover B, 29 copies. So obviously the first one is going to get the most. It's true. It's true. Let's see. Cover A, virgin cover, 267 copies. Cover B, virgin cover, 247 copies. So only 20 less virgin copies than A. So that's not a bad drop at all. So yeah. That is the comparative thus far. Let's see. Do I even... Oh, let me refresh that, because that does not have my cover C's on it yet. And now this is an items report, so this includes all of the copies available in all the different packages. Cover C, I have sold 246 copies. Cover C, virgin, 211 copies. Cover C, unsigned, 1 copy. All right, so that is the update for y'all who are asking. Durable goods and tangible goods are different than comic books, though. The audience is significantly different. Ethan has yet to pimp Gone with the Wind cover. Yeah, Ethan's whole YouTube thing right now is probably just going to be uploaded videos, I think. So we're going to have to be patient with Ethan. Hopefully he can get his Wi-Fi up and running before he has to draw the cover for cover D. Because I think when he starts drawing that cover, that should be a good incentive for a lot of fans who want to buy something. They watch him draw. So, yes. How much are ads on other people's videos? Actually, really cheap. Really cheap. I don't know the exact cost. It ranges, but cost per view is maybe pennies, a couple pennies. They don't do cost per click stuff, I think, on Google, YouTube. But cost per view is very inexpensive. From analysis, Soul of the Soldier is the biggest book for May 2019 on Indiegogo. Hey. Yeah, I wish Tug and I could have crossed streams a little bit more during his campaign, or at all. But he did not respond, so. When I asked him on a live stream, he said, yeah, totally, but he's probably just been so busy. I tend not to respond to people if I get too busy, too, because it's just too much stuff, man. Cool, Gone with the Breeze cover. Pretend I just got here. I did... What's Lonestar at now? Oh, yeah, I just read that, so... Dennis Peruch. No notifications. I know. This notification thing is killing me. Maybe I need to do some more uploaded videos. What do you guys think if I take the John Malin and me fighting about the 90s comics and just clip that out of the video and make that an upload? And I can use that little illustration that Gary did as the cover. Second and a half is hoping the same and for D to outsell them. Yeah, and then I'm trying to figure out what to do after the 4 weeks is up. Like, what do I make available to sell post 4-week launch? It's an interesting question. I don't know. Massive crowd you're drawing there, Mike. Mwah. I know. If y'all would be so kind as to hit that like button and hit that share button, maybe more people would show up. Did anyone here get a notification during the stream? Because I got several people telling me they got notifications of my last stream after the stream, which doesn't help if you want to watch somebody live streaming. I like cover C best thus far. Just did the math. Don't. You like the cover B because it's a Malin Miller combo. Very unique. Unique. What do you guys think about me using this for a cover? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. I think CrossGen was ahead of their time. Going straight to graphic novel is the future. Maybe. If only crossover had better stories. Had better stories? What do you mean? You haven't even read the crossover. I don't. Well, maybe. Oh, CrossGen? Were you talking about CrossGen? I know. I'm sorry to hear about the EVS throwing away Fabio. He threw away Mike Lindell too, and Rose Tico. Oh well. What are you gonna do? Yes. Quickly get to New Jersey. Find where Ethan used to live and get into his trash. You have to post always on Twitter in order to avoid YouTube sabotaging your notifications. I know. Remember, up until a few months ago, if you hit the like button, it would automatically populate on Twitter or whatever you have it set to. All right. Did I win Drawing Cord? Use that winning art as cover. No. John Malin won. And we'll be using his art for a trading card. You did a Comicsgate cover after the first initial campaign ended. A new cover might not be a bad idea. A fifth, or rather ninth cover? I think that might be pushing people's patience with alternate covers. Don't you think? The Comicsgate Trinity, Superpower Friends. Notified? No notified. No notification. Nope. Shared a link on Twitter. Do cover A again. Completely missed cross-examinations. Wasn't notified. Jeez. Best of clips of yours would be awesome. Just remind everyone to hit notifications. Ethan says that a lot in his videos. Oh yeah, try that. Make sure your notification bell is rung. Rung, ring it, unring it, ring it again. Playlist, my better fights with John Malin. The Malin PTSD episode was excellent. Do highlight clips, yes. I bet Trump would love the cover and the comic. Of which one? Make a new cover into a Lonestar movie 2024 poster. Lonestar movie 2024, what? I don't get it. I don't usually find two-dimensional women hot, but I'll make an exception for that cover C drawing. Okay, here's something I need to sort of explain to people. It's not... Okay, granted, it's sexualized. But it's not the purpose of having her shirt unbuttoned is sexualizing her. The purpose is feminizing her. It's feminizing and making, and I'm sorry, I'm having, the whole damsel in distress vibe. That's kind of the point. And when there's an inherency in men, or at least in real men, that we want to defend and protect women. Right? It is, I mean, you can call it machismo. You can call it whatever you want, but it is an inherent trait in men that they should want to protect women. And in exposing more of her feminine attributes, it gives more of that inherent sense, right? That he is the hero. He's protecting. He's pulling her out of the fire, so to speak, in this cover. It is in our nature, says Peter Mike. That's what I'm saying. We are toxically masculine. It's called biology. Thank you, Peter. Third wave feminism is destroying Western culture. Right. Women must be protected at all costs, David. Boobs conversation. Here we go again. I call it biology. Women like this too. Only sheltered weirdos don't get it. Correct. Mike, I just said she looks hot. No controversy intended. I told my wife the cover looks hot. She doesn't care. All right. But that's part of it, right? That's part of it, but that's not my intention. That's not why I exposed her the way I did. I tried that defense, Mike. The judge said it was indecent exposure and fined me $300. Women like this too. Yes. Women can do anything men can do until the proverbial bubblegum hits the fan. Damsel in distress. That's right. Damsels in distress with strong, righteous men there to protect and save them. Lonestar. You'll believe in heroes again. The relationship in Lonestar is my favorite part of the story. That's great, Fantastic Four. The term toxic is used improperly. The sane people only mean sociopathy is wrong. The sane people only mean... now that you say it, she does look like Rachel in Batman Begins. Rachel? Batman Begins. Who is Rachel in Batman Begins? I'm drawing a blank. The purpose is boobs. Until 3 years ago, you wouldn't have to explain. I know, right? But yeah, I'm bringing masculinity back to comics. Masculinity, sociopathy. Is it? Is it not sociopathy? It just sounds better. Sociopathy. Are you aiming for 4 variant covers per campaign? That seems... Well, technically it's 8. But it's 4 original pieces of art. But I've got so many people asking to do covers. I really almost wish I had just done 8 separate covers instead of 4 covers and then virgin variants. People want to do covers, man. People want to do these covers. Did I ban Critias? No. I don't know where Critias is. Rachel. Katie Holmes. Was that her name? Rachel? I haven't watched that in so long. You think she looks like Katie Holmes? Get out of town. Nah. They made Jon Snow a damsel in distress. Oh. Sociopathy. Mike is pronouncing it right. Thank you, Spike and Madness. I will take that to the bank. I thought the cover looked more Jennifer Connelly. That's what I'm going for. My wife and Jennifer Connelly share a certain look. And it's a good look for me. I like it. I mean, not for me. For her. Haven't seen Critias in a hot minute. It has been a minute, hasn't it? What number do I consider the limit when the cover madness begins? I don't know. My friend Jamie did 24 covers, and I'm like, that's insane. But he did do $97,000 on a Kickstarter. Just the pose. Just the pose. The pose is supposed to remind you of Gone with the Wind. Katie Holmes looks like a foot. Wait, are you a foot fetishist and you think that's a compliment? I'm not sure. Jon Snow. Me am Jon Snow. Sociopathy is acting out in criminal or unhealthy ways. Hello, 24. I wonder if we've gotten any movement here. I did send out my email blast. I don't want to overdo it, but I need people to know. I need people to know. Rachel Dawes. That's right. That's right. Critias is in Constantinople. Requiem for a Dream, Jennifer Connelly. I have never watched Requiem for a Dream because I've seen JPEGs. Family safe filter was off, and I am not watching that movie. No, negative. Known Mike not in defeat. All right. Frankly, my dear, I am the toxic masculine avenger. It could be true. It could be true. So, how about a little Ask Me Anything? Ask me anything, guys. What do you got? What do you got? As Mike would say, we in CG appreciate feet enthusiasts. Don't watch it. I'm not. Force Ghost, I have no intention of ever watching that film. No. Good movie and kind of messed up. Yeah, it's the messed up part I'm going to avoid. Ask to ask. Ask to ask anything. We're down to 48 people watching. I'm trying to promote some comic books here. I don't think we've moved at all in the last. Let's see. We have not moved at all. We are. Oh wait. Oh, this is an old. Is it an old link? Wait a second. Yeah, 64826. That's where we were. How did it go back? What? I don't understand what's happening. 16 days left. Lonestar, Soul of the Soldier. Story. Does Angel die in SOTS? Soul of the Soldier. Dennis, does that sound like something I would answer, whether or not it was the case? You know how close to the vest I keep story point stuff, right? I'm not spoiling anything. Particularly if I'm killing characters. Mike shares Jennifer's eyebrows. Aww. You only missing a couple druggies and a thought. What? I tweeted, but I don't have a huge following. Thank you, David Handy. Everyone should tweet. Let it be known that we are here. We are here. We are here for you. Jude Van Alien said to ask to ask. I didn't get the reference. Sorry. What movie always? That movie always cheers me. Sorry. I don't get it. Spoiler. I know, right? Lonestar trade paperback. When you think that will happen, and will there be a team in Lonestar's future? There's a team in Lonestar's present. He's in the Unknown Soldiers. How is he not? What do you not?
Some people aren't reading the book for everyone.
Yeah. I mean, you mean a superheroing? So this is Ask Me Non-Spoiler Questions. That is correct, Dennis. That is correct. Non-spoiler questions only. Come on, you know better than that. I don't even want people reading the whole Heart of the Hero online because of the spoilers in that. And that's the first issue. How can you have spoilers in the first issue? There's spoilers in the first issue. P Money, was Ethan and Malin your only choices to do covers, or are there others in mind before or for the future? Yeah, I do have other people in mind for covers. I do. I mean, I have a cover from Matthew Weldon, and it's great, but I don't know what to do with it at this point. Heck, I've got 2 other covers of my own. I had 2 drawings I did. Alright, you guys have seen these. Here, let me go to my old... Oh, there's that piece from yesterday. Let me go to... Well, you've seen... That's our Heart of the Hero. Here I go again. Alright, go down to the story. Continue reading. Come on, load. So this is a piece I wanted to use it for the cover of this book, but I already have 4 covers. And then this piece up here, where is it? Did I take it down? Oh, this piece right here. So the metal prints for B, for the late bloomers perk, those metal prints were intended to be covers. But they would only work for issue 2, Soul of the Soldier, because they're part of the story. But I did other covers instead, and now I don't know what to do with that. Your wife would pick a Kanan cover in a heartbeat? Well, and then I did this last night, and I kind of wanted to put like a horde of, I don't know, vampires or zombies or something chasing them. I thought that would be awesome. But, yeah. Instead, I did the Gone with the Wind one, and I did the Broken Glass one. And now I don't know what to do with that other art. I mean, I could put it in an art gallery in the back, but... Is Art going to do a cover? Or Gary, can you have a cover tryouts? Dude, I can only do so many covers. You guys want... Literally, guys, I could probably end up with like 10... covers, not even including the variant, the virgin variants. And I really think you guys would think that I was trying to milk you. So please do something with that Weldon art. A print, maybe? A print? Trading card? I think it's, gosh, the art's so big to do a trading card though. Kanan art in mind blowing, and the technique is put them into your t-shirt store. Posters, posters, posters. Sell it to us on Friday. Sell what to you on Friday? Vampire, zombie, Soviet, ape men chasing them would be cool. Let Edwin do a cover. There's so much talent in our group. There's so many great artists, and they want to do covers for Lonestar, and I'm like, I don't know. I can't just keep adding covers. First of all, it would just screw up my whole campaign the way it is now. Would you guys, if I did a, let's just call it a 5th cover, of course that's the thing, dude, if I did a 5th cover for afterwards that was just like for the rest of the campaign, I would want it to be my art. Oh, so I could use actually one of those too that I just showed you. People will want everything you will ever give them. Do what makes business sense. Did I realize I had a evil grin when I said milk you? Yesterday's drawing. You want me to do yesterday's drawing as a cover? I mean, I like it. I like this cover. Seriously, you guys? You think this for a... No, come on. You guys are kidding me. People will get mad if I do a 5th cover. A 9th cover. Honestly. A fifth cover with 10 pages of covers. Would be a fantastic world if you could add 10 covers and everyone had the money to buy them all. That would be a fantastic world. I would love that. Alright, just sold another cover. See, right on. Thank you, David. Someone is knocking at my door here. I can hear them.
It's just a boogeyman.
It's Crid. What's up, Crid?
So, Mike, how you doing?
I'm doing alright. How about you?
Okay, just here.
Just here.
How you doing? How's the campaign going?
It's going quite well, actually.
Nice. You're close to 70.
Yeah, let me do a quick refresh, too. Because I think we just bumped up to $64,846. Not too shabby. Not too shabby.
That's awesome.
Can't complain.
I've been meaning to come out to your streams, man. It's just hard. And I got my kids around me almost every day.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah, but your kids are not loud, man. They're not.
My kids aren't loud?
All over the place. No, not from what I've seen.
You're just too good. We want it all. A fifth cover with 10.
What's going on, everybody in chat? How everybody's doing?
Yeah, were you listening at all?
Yeah. So you two, what's the plan for today, Mike?
What's the plan? I just released the Soul of the Soldier cover C. Cover C.
The wind one?
Yeah, here it is. That one. Gone with the
I
Wind.
like that cover. It's a nice homage.
Yeah, I like that cover. It's my favorite. Small fire, all far. I don't know.
I'm watching the D&Q last night, and you were telling Johnny John you want that sketch he did for the trading cards.
Yeah,
it's a good idea.
Right. I think so too. And then Gary did one. I don't know if it's on this.
Did he?
Yeah, here. Oh nope, that's not it.
That's nice.
Here, let me. Yeah, that's the one they're asking me to do a cover. If I do this as a cover, gosh, now they've got me thinking about it.
What if like an interior cover?
I'd want to add like a horde of. Well, since it's this story, I'd probably do a horde of Antifa vampires behind them or something. All right, so let's see. Paste.
A bunch of domestic terrorists in the background.
Uh-huh.
A bunch of domestic terrorists in the background.
Oh, no. Yeah. Why can't I load this image? Oh, well. Well. Let's go back to this. How about an Ashcan-like edition with the extra art?
Like an Ashcan just
it
full
wouldn't
of
be.
art
Yeah,
pieces.
I mean, if I did an Ashcan, I'd have to gather a lot more art, but that's.
Right.
That is awesome, but offer it as a sketch for the sketch cover option. What? Dennis says no more covers. Yeah, I think you're right, Dennis. A book of just covers you didn't use. Do metal trading cards like the airplane guy is doing. What airplane guy? Spike and Madness calls you creepy Crid.
Yeah, because some incidents that happened between me and Nasser.
I see. Maybe adding those covers at the end of the books. Yeah, depending. If I can get Paolo off his freaking butt, I really want to have a Godsword teaser the way I did the Atomic Family teaser in issue 1. And then I will have some room for some additional art, so I'll put what I can in the back. Yeah. Ahoy, Crid! Just buy the books that for the Troops tier. You get all 4 covers and Troops get comics. That is right, Ben Panchetti. Thank you for bringing that up. You get all 4 books at the standard price, $25 for a signed comic, right? So you get all 4 for $100, which is cover price. The Troops get comics, a minimum of 10. I will So what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be essentially taking half the money from that campaign, and I'm going to buy at cost, including shipping, because I didn't calculate shipping last time. However many books I can buy. The more books I print, the cheaper I can get these comics. And there's no shipping for you as the customer. So technically it is the cheapest way to get all 4 covers. Unless, well, we don't talk about the secret perk. It's not really important. Blank cover as a 5th. No.
A blank cover?
No. I have the blank covers.
That's a list of bad ideas.
Yeah. Oh, and then someone asked me today, they had purchased the Lonestar Heart of the Hero blank and wanted me to do another angel. So yeah. So Muerta and Dennis were on stream with me. They purchased these a couple days ago and then asked me to do angel on them instead of Lonestar. So I did these 2 pin-up shots after Elfgren. So now I got to do another one.
That's some nice work, man. Just looking at it is so nice. And the colors is beautiful.
Yeah, Janon John Jumberry, man. He's good. He's good. No, that's Mohan. His wife is Mohan.
You keep getting that robotic voice on me, unless it's my reception's no good.
Probably your reception. I'm gonna go with your reception. Don't be rapping at my door either, bro. LOL. Lonestar plus Angel art you just did. Add it as an option for the people who get the sketch cover option. What do you mean add it as an option? David, I don't understand what kind of an option. Did you get any troops reactions? I did not, Force Ghost Burt Reynolds, but I was thinking about this the other day. I sent out 3,000 comics to troops and the VAs, and I got 1 response. But then I was thinking, you know what? These were unsolicited comics being sent to people, right? And then I was thinking about the response level I get from the people in this very community. And I probably, at best, got about a 5% response because I sent out like 2,400 packages to 2,400 individual, guys. And I don't think I got 100 responses on Twitter. Right? So people tend to not respond. And so I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting more. I was hoping for more, I guess, but whatever. It is what it is.
Right.
Are you going to do an Ash Can at some point, Peter? Mike says. Well, sort of. The crossover comic will be sort of an Ash Can. Ash Can in the sense of the way Ethan is using it. It's going to be a cat spanker. It's going to be a 24-page comic book with crossing over Lone Star with Jawbreakers and Graveyard Shift. So that will be a whole lot of fun, and that will be made available once we cross the $100,000 whatever you call it, stretch goal. Stretch goals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Armed Poet, we don't talk about the secret perk, man. We don't talk about secret perk. Don't ask. Don't mention what we get in secret perk. It comes with a strand of my hair. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, but not from his head.
That's right. P Money says you are risking exile from the 1st Brigade if you give any information. Is there actually a secret perk? Yes, the secret perk is for Lone Star Squadron 1st Brigade. People who backed during the very first 30 days of the Heart of the Hero campaign are an elite crew known as Lone Star Squadron 1st Brigade. To join Lone Star Squadron 2nd Brigade, again, you have to contribute during the first 30 days of Lonestar Soul of the Soldier. So, if you would like to do that.
That's genius.
Yeah, let me check out how many people actually went and backed Secret Perk.
Pass that one back. I gotta get that secret perk. It's one of the perks I want.
So I sent it out to over 1,000 people. Only 155 have backed the Secret Perk.
You know what I've noticed that when you do Indiegogos, like when you do the updates, they go straight to the spam.
Yeah, so guys, if you are First Brigade, if you backed within the first 30 days, check your spam folders if it's not in there, and you are sure that you bought within the first 30 days. That is before August 12th. Well, actually, technically before August 13th, I guess. Then message me through Indiegogo, and I will get you the Secret Perk link. Did I trigger someone? It's just we don't talk about Secret Perk, man. I mean, we talk about that there is a Secret Perk, but we don't tell people what's in the Secret Perk. You know why? It's secret.
Because then it would be a secret.
That's right.
Yeah.
I tried
The
to.
secret is Mike will deliver the comic to your house. I was thinking of doing a perk like that, but I was like, I don't know if I want to do that.
Wait, what'd you say? Crid?
Anywhere like around the East Coast, going
What?
towards New York, and just drop off a comic book to somebody's house.
Oh. Yeah. Sifu says, okay, just ordered my comics. The more I looked at the Gone with the Wind cover, the more I wanted it. Waits for October.
Yeah, it's a nice cover, man.
Yeah, Armpote, if you don't check your junk mail email, you probably won't get the Secret Perk. Although, as I do keep mentioning it here, if you got it, or if you didn't get it and you are First Brigade, just message me through Indiegogo. I get all of those emails. P Money says, I sent a response to you, Mike. Heck, I made a whole display in the backyard to celebrate you mail-in comics arriving in Canada. Oh, yeah. I think I recall that. Armed Poet got his in
Hey,
the
Sifu
junk.
Kodiak.
Huh.
Sifu Kodiak is causing drama, Mike. You gotta take care of that.
Second Brigade always cleaning up First's messes. Well, hey, it is what it is. Is that like Fight Club? It's a little bit like Fight Club, but it's more secret. Church Bell, I think you should tell people what it is without allowing them access to it so you can encourage them to join the Second Brigade. Also, I just want to know what it is. No. Sorry. All you have to know is that everyone who got it thinks it's one heck of a deal. So you guys with all your Indiegogo campaigns, I'm starving over here because I'm broke backing y'all. Aw, I'm sorry. Well, you can go ahead and sell what you've gotten already on eBay, and you'll probably get some of that money back. And then you can turn around and buy more stuff.
Yeah, like those books are going for a lot on eBay.
Yeah, dude, that boy, the people that got the slabbed books, man.
Right.
I sold one slabbed book on Friday. Did you see that? It
No, I didn't see it.
It went on an auction. It went for 300.
Wait, that's the one that was graded, the 8.9?
9.8. Yeah, it went for $310.
Yeah, I seen it.
310.
That was awesome.
Yeah, man.
It's a collectible though. It's a collectible.
And I'm getting.
That thing be going a lot.
I didn't even make these available, and I don't know exactly how I'm gonna want to sell them. But I also got 10 Comicsgate Alliance books graded. And 8 of the 10 are coming back 9.8s. So,
wow. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that when they print them out, they didn't get damaged so badly.
I know, it's weird. The
damaged corners.
The cover Bs are the ones that came out badly. Only, man, I got a bunch of those that didn't even come back 9.8. I got like 5 of them that came back 9.4. So screwy. Thank you, David, for backing the 1st Brigade tier. 320, 316. Thank you, Micah, for backing unsigned cover C. And 315. Oh wow. Lonestar 1 and 2 C sign. Cool. Let's go do a refresh here. Are we at 65? Are we at 65? Bam! We just crossed 65K, ladies and gentlemen. I need to now announce that we're doing the John Malin trading card.
That's awesome.
John Malin trading card. Where's John Malin? I need his trading card. Give me a couple. I'm almost home. You're almost a him too, Elliot. Just broke 65K. Woot! Dude. Oh, Bleeding Cool article is live. All right. You know what? Let me run to the bathroom real quick, and then we're going to go through this Bleeding Cool article that just launched. All right. Take over, Crid.
Yep. Yep. So I guess this is only me and the chat. So alright, so this was on the secret perk. Let's everybody. I'm gonna ruin it right now. So on the secret perk, Mike's gonna fly to your house and hand deliver you free comic books. So don't tell him I told you that. And congrats, Mike, on 65K. Okay. How's everybody in the chat doing tonight or this evening? Anybody out there having a good day or a bad day? 1st Brigade Secret Tier is an incredible deal. Yeah, it is. Anybody missed out on the first 30 days of the campaign? Here's your chance to get into 2nd Brigade and back it now. And you'll be guaranteed to get an exclusive deal that nobody else will have. So, check your emails. A lot of the 1st Brigade has got a good deal. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss out. And if you did back the first time around, in the first 30 days, check your spam, because that's what happened to mine. It went straight to the spam, and that's where I found it at. Yeah, unicorn power. Unicorns are real. Just don't tell Doug that.
What time is it? 3:20. Where's Mommy? She can't leave yet.
Yes, we can. I'm trying. I am trying. I never try hibachi. Never try hibachi, Dark Admiral. But, I'm planning to go to Mike's house and see what he can whip up.
What you talking about, Willis?
Sorry, Mike. Sorry. I was just telling Dark Admiral that I went to your house to eat some hibachi.
Oh. Oh wait, you know what? Just go to Bounding into Comics.
I was explaining the whole idea of backing right now within the first 30 days to be able to get this secret deal.
Uh-huh.
I'm around.
Do it.
And I think I promised. I promised Matthew Fowler he was gonna fly to his house and deliver comic books to him.
Wait a second. He said the article is live. Thanks for taking the time. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not. No, Bleeding Full. Derp.
Looking good. So, Mike.
There we go.
After $800,000, what are you gonna do? Go to Disney World?
No, I'm not going to Disney World.
I hate Disney. I've never been there.
All right, let me see. Let me blow this up so people can see, and I'll do a read through, which will be interesting because it's an interview with me. So it's just me reading me.
Hey, Mike. Cub Staten says, "Hey, Craig, can you please tell Mike to create 100 variant covers like Marvel?"
Pass. All right, transition that. All right, let's give this This is Bounding into Comics. You can see it, right?
Okay. Yep, I can see it.
All right. Welcome back to another installment of Indie Comics Showcase. John Lemus is covered up in, well, life, so I get to post this week's Indie Comics Showcase, and I hope you approve, blah, 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 blah. The Case of the Littlest Umbrella. Oh, nice. Let's read this, too. The Case of the Littlest Umbrella by That Umbrella Guy. Umbrella Girl in The Goody Bird. It's a tale of Lovecraftian-based mystery, paying homage to the things that go bump in the night. Hey, that's my line. The tale begins with the idea of madness and something more trying to enter the world, our world, gosh, I'm so bad at reading, and revolves around a certain detective and the cutest unwitting sidekick trying to stop him. The creative team wanted to create something everyone could love and enjoy, and the writer also wanted to be able to give something to his daughter to enjoy as well. Click the image below to check out the campaign page. Hey there, this is an all-age Lovecraftian tale involving that umbrella guy and his tiny sidekick. Yeah, so this ends today. It says 11 hours left here, but I think there's like 9 hours left or something.
Yeah.
Interview with Tug. I have to do this in my best Tug voice. Before we get into comics, tell us a bit about yourself. How did you first get into comics? I've been around comics since I was little, very little. My very first comic memory comes at around 3 when my grandfather, a veteran of World War II and a man of few words, walks me into a store and picks up a comic saying, "Here you go." It was G.I. Combat. Stories inside looked and how they looked and felt. The way they connected to the lore my grandfather had told me of his own war experiences, to my father and later memories of him in the military abroad and riding in a tank. This developed into a love for other titles, Conan, Iraq, heroes, villains, and a love for the medium that spanned decades. I don't know if the medium is like this for everyone, but there are some issues I open up and still see the departed there with me, and their images etched into some unspoken fine print immortalized on specific pages. The print beyond print, I suppose. My grandfather and grandmother reside there, my father and loved ones, gone but immortalized on pages connecting to times we perhaps can't go back to, but we can remember and fondly. Nice. Love those old war and sword and sandals comics. Now give me the elevator pitch for Littlest Umbrella. These are the same questions he asked me. I gotta stop doing the Tug voice. The pitch is this. All ages Lovecraftian, meaning for all audiences, and especially those with a love for horror, exploring the summoning of something and the team that's called on to stop it. Now, I make no effort to hide the fact that I am a family man. I live stream with my 5-year-old daughter in segments called Story Time, so the connection to all audiences is important to me. As I noted before, I got into comics when I was a kid, but also my grandfather brought me there. Additionally, I wanted to leave something behind for her, so she can look back and say, my dad and his confiscator friends were crazy, but he loved me a lot. That's also why we have the Ash Can and the Goody Bird attached as well. The Ash Can Goody Bird, the Goody Bird, which is a satirical take on Comicsgate. It pokes a little fun here and goofs off there, but is primarily a way to say, we were here. Cute.
Awesome.
What have been some of your influences in this creation? Tug. As far as influences, I've drawn from multiple mediums. Print was my first love for the longest, so I remember those authors and their contributions. Lovecraft, Campbell, Clark Ashton Smith, Layman, Ketchum. Layman? I hope he doesn't mean... There are decades of novelists, prose writers, comics writers, more. Cool, tell me about your creative team. The team members I get to work with are talent personified. For the Littlest Umbrella, it's myself and Kyung Lee, and working with him is great. The process has been fun too, and also eye-opening for me. I'm a novice, so guys like him bail me out more than I can count. I also have Kyle Ritter coloring the cover, which is going to be amazing. For Goody Bird, Peter Gilmore is an absolute beast. Seriously, that guy should be on droves of projects by now. Chris. And what has the overall production process been like? Digital, pen, ink, some smoke signals? Tug, hand-painted. The letterer, character details, humor, sarcasm. He's a legend. Chris, I'm loving the art, but I'm also a fan of Kyung. Changing topics here. Your long-running YouTube channel, you've been a harsh critic of other creators, mainly about their own lack of self-control on social media, and has created a small group of outspoken critics of you for your criticism. Tell me how you've dealt with their anger and antics in response to this subject. Tug. LOL critics. If that's what we're calling them, that specific subset I'm thinking of, you're doing them a lot of kindness. As far as critics, though, I don't mind criticism or insults for that matter. Idiom, moron, hack, loser. Idiot, moron, hack, loser. That stuff is expected from a lot of people because that's how the internet works, but especially that tiny pool of folks. I mean, many of the worst folks. Brigading again, Comicsgate represent dying commodities. Man, did he speech to text this? Commodities and mindsets so many of us bypassed in favor of people that appreciate consumers. There's some art from The Littlest Umbrella.
Yeah.
Oh, Dr. Nipples here.
Oh, look who's here. The man of the hour.
What's up, brother?
Oh, I just got up from a nap.
Nice. All right, let's wrap
I'm so old.
Let's wrap this up. Tug. As for the consumers, they have helped me a lot with suggestions on things I messed up, should add, and more. That will help me in the future, so that is much appreciated. One more thing about that group of critics.
That's me in the corner. Look at the picture. That's me in the corner.
Yep. That's you in the spotlight. One more thing about that group of critics, though, the one thing I do mind is when those sinking with the comic industry ship try to mass flag projects out of existence, brandish labels like hate group to destroy reputations and hopefully tarnish occupational endeavors, or take things to levels I've never seen. I mean, I've seen it happen to other large creators like Richard Meyer, Ethan Van Sciver, but actually experience these things, it's surreal. The high point in this criticism for me, for example, was contacting a lawyer and having an in-depth conversation so he would contact a governmental agency to make sure these folks don't follow through on threats to target my family and child over a comic book. It's like dealing with threats of swatting, or this is weaponizing a system that can cause trauma and impact lives for years. Now the flip side of that is that these critics doing it too, and more walk away from them, walk toward us in that. And we creators they move toward, can't let them down. Goody bird. Yeah, everybody get out there, support Tug. He's got about 9 hours left. That's too much reading. All right, I'll read mine later. I gotta say hello to my friend. Hello, friend.
Prettiest.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. Let me refresh.
All right, let's get back to it. I just heard that you had a big milestone, right? You just topped, was it 65?
65,000. Right?
We'll take that. I like it.
I'll take
16 days left.
Hey, Mike,
Why
tell Doug to give me janitorial position in his Earthworm Gym project.
Janitorial?
Oriole. Grow.
Yeah, man. Give me a job.
You don't want to go there. Dude, I don't even have a job on it. I'm not making money. You can go dump their trash for free. That's a terrible thing to do. Dude, look at the rack on his cover though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. I gotta.
Is that the soul of the soldier, Mike?
You got it.
Souls.
All right. There we go. Jeez, this thing was getting too big. All right. Move it down here. No, I was just making the point earlier that that's part of the male idiom. I don't know how else to say it. We're here to protect the women's, right? And that's the feminizing, the sometimes overtly feminizing the women. It just brings out sort of that natural not defense. I guess defense. I don't know. It's like ingrained in us, at least in Real Men, that we want to defend women. We want to protect them. That's our job as
Plus,
men.
they can still, in fairy tale land, in fairy story, they can represent much more than just a woman's organ. Like, look at how Lady Liberty back in the day, right? They gave us a woman to stand on the harbor. She's not standing guard. She represents liberty. So this woman, the feminine side also can represent freedom, liberty, complexity, love. It's all those things are what women symbolize, not just a pair of boobs and a vagina. It's like, it is about who she is.
Right.
It's awesome.
But I was trying to evoke
Yeah, we all
that
wanna
sense
fight
of
for
that protective sense that men have. I want my
You just want to show a bear rack.
men. It's not the case. It's partly the case, but it's not.
No,
it's not the
don't
whole
think
thing.
about it too much. It's a bare rack. It's cleavage.
There's that added benefit.
It's more to that, Doug. It's more to that. It's exposure.
It's exposure. 65, 67. All right, let me put the. Did you see the final piece, Doug?
What piece? I just got on, man.
Oh, yeah, you should
woke
be able
up
to
from
see it
a
on my
cave.
screen. Can you see it on my screen? I have to scroll up and down because it won't minimize. But
I see all black.
oh, really?
I see all black on your screen.
Critias, can you see it?
Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I can see it.
I can see it now. It
Okay.
now. It just took a while to load. Are you roboing, Mike?
I don't believe.
Ooh, I like that, how it fades out down there. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's the Gone with the Wind cover. Except down here, it's like horse and buggies and stuff.
Instead of the G.I. Joe
Yeah.
bad guys. Awesome.
Ah,
I like how they put the guy in the front with the machete. The other guys have machine guns, and he's got a machete.
yeah. Well, they're not that bright.
Yeah, that's good. They're,
Doug,
gonna
let
get
me
killed. They're all going to get killed by one guy right now.
Hey, Doug, I want actually the toughest. I want actually some hard hitting questions right now. Well,
Yeah.
I think one actually. How does it feel to be back on Earthworm Jim?
That is a complex, weird feeling
Yeah.
because he's ancient history to me,
Right.
and then at the same time, I have the comic is completely new. I've never been able to tell his story,
Right.
and I've been in that ancient history from the time I created him, and then did like 18 graphic novels. Now I get to tell his story. Usually it happens right when I create them. I tell the story.
Right.
Do you
this
feel
one
like you've kind of been?
Is just weird, and a lot of what carries me on these.
Do you feel like you've kind of been trying to purposely not think about it because of what they took away and did with
Oh
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, not they took it away. It's just, I didn't have to sign the rights over. No one held a gun to my head.
Right.
So that's all on
They
me. But
held
I
held
did
a-
want to keep the job.
They held money shaped like a gun.
But yeah, exactly. So I'm just saying, I could have held on to it and just said, screw you. And they probably wouldn't have made the game, or it could have been, or in hindsight, you always know what strategy you could have done to hang on to more stuff. It really is more like I needed to move on because I don't like when I see creators just racked with anger at what happened in the past, because everyone gets screwed.
Yeah.
Everyone. Batman guy, it's like, get over it. And it's always funner. I just find it funner to create something new anyways. So I find plenty of joy in moving on and working on new stuff. So that was a lot of that thinking but it did take some discipline. It took a couple of years to get over it and move on.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh.
You ever talk to Kevin
But
Grievous?
it's a loaded project. Like when
So do you have a story set out what you want to tell about him, or?
I've always known kind of a real basic structure. And so I put up on my whiteboard over here a 5-book super arc
Okay.
for the series. So I'm hoping to do 5 books, and I really modeled it after the Bigfoot Bill models the same thing as 5-book superstructure.
Right.
Because what's going to happen is over the next 5 years, I'm going to be doing 2 books a year. That's going to be 300 pages a year I'll be doing. And 1 Earthworm Jim book, 1 Bigfoot Bill book. Book 2 Earthworm Jim, book 2 Bigfoot Bill. That's 5 years. And by the end of that, I will have told both stories. I'll have very little more to say because I want to create something new, right? I've never gone 5 years without creating something new.
Yeah.
Right.
So I just figure both of those are So I had to make them big, complex, and wonderful, or it wouldn't work. And I could always collapse them down to 3 books. So my biggest problem are Mike, I don't know how to think about this on your book, but like on the first book, you're just kind of setting everything up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There ain't much room for story.
It's true.
And I ran out of room quick. I'm a 200-page graphic novelist.
Well, that's why
I trying to knock.
I kind of played the story as a first act, right? I kind of bled it a little bit into some B story stuff, but yeah, you play that first act as your first story. It does give you at least an act, right? But you're not going to be doing a full story structure on a 48-page comic book.
Even Bigfoot Bill is 96 pages. That was the first half of the first act.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to get through the second book just to get through the second act.
Yeah.
Third book is going to be the entire second act. So book 1 and 2 are the first act. Third book, because I always have pretty thin second acts.
Mm-hmm.
And the third act is going to be spread across book 4 and 5 is my plan for both of these.
You know what's hard is this Comicsgate crossover book I'm doing as a $100,000 stretch goal. Dude, I have to do a complete story arc in 24 pages, and yeah, but I want it to be meaty, right? I don't want it just to be fights, so I want it to have a complete. I don't like writing like that. I'm not a.
Yeah, but Mike, fights are a terrible place for plot. The action's so big and really nothing progresses. Maybe one guy like punches the guy, if that's what your whole story is about.
Right,
you need enough bravery to punch a guy. I find like fights and action take like pages and pages, and the plot does not move. The plot stops as soon as the action begins. So if you're laying off the action, you can get a ton more story in there.
Yeah, but it's a 3-way crossover. It's Lonestar, it's Jawbreakers, and it's Graveyard Shift. So,
that's gonna be cool.
I need and that's the thing. I want to do like a double. So I love doing crowd scenes, as you know. I'm crazy like that. So I created a character for this book called Harem, and she's a girl multiple man. So there's gonna be. I want to do like a 2-page spread where it's just like filled, border to border, just with people and fighting, and that sounds like fun to me. I know it's crazy, but whatever.
Yeah, no, that sounds wonderful. That'll sell the book. Put that 2-pager up on the campaign. Do that one.
Of course, I have to draw it first. Yeah, I'm in your stage.
Yeah,
I've got my notebook here, and I've got the beats and stuff, and I'm like, now I gotta sit down and bang this out on the computer so I know what I'm doing.
I'm on the bang it out on the computer mode. It's beating the living crud out of me because I work pretty loose on the structure. I mean, the structure is absolute, like it's not going to move, but I'm pretty scant with my details. And then by the time you're writing that script, all the details and all the dialogue, you're going for finish.
Yeah, that's where all the organic comes in.
But it's actually the thing that actually ends up in the book that you're actually drawing, right?
Right.
And it has to be funny, so I'm having to crack humor, and you can't speed through humor. So there's some junk dialogue in there. I just kind of throw in placeholder stuff. It's going to need a pretty hardy rewrite.
Yeah.
And I have to thumbnail the whole thing by the end of the month because I have to start doing a page a day starting June 1st.
Oh.
I'm on a tight schedule. I'm trying to release it by December.
Why are you doing that to yourself?
It's
it's your choice, right, Doug? Your schedule is your choice.
No, there's a lot of there's stuff out of my hand on the legal side of things. So there's a lot of weird rules tied to this. Like,
right. That's right.
So I'm really trying to. It was part of how I landed the deal. Was I said, look, I can get you a book by the end of the year. It really helped it move along well. I could go back and renegotiate that and push it to January or February, but it's going to be a rank schedule, but I think I can do it. There's going to be the whole month of August. I have to do 2 pages a day. Monday
I just think you're insane to try to be fulfilling during Christmas season. That's nuts.
all of the shipping should be start November 5th and be done December 5th, and then all the problems will come up during Christmas. So it'll be all the people complaining about their books gone and stuff. And that's because I have to do Bigfoot Bill 2 starting in January. That one launches in January. So this is going to be a rough year is all. It's just the way, because I didn't want to push Bigfoot Bill back so far that people just forgot about it. You know, but I had to do Earthworm Jim book 1.
Yeah.
Right?
Have you been approached by
down.
BackerKit?
I have not. I did have a call with Ingram Micro though.
What is that? This a similar program?
Ingram Micro does Indiegogo's fulfillment. They're like a BackerKit. They're like BackerKit kind of thing. We talked about overseas publishing and all that, and when I told them what I was trying to do, they just said, "Yeah, this won't work."
Oh, well, the thing that BackerKit approached me about was marketing. So
yeah, I'd love marketing.
Yeah, so these guys, he said that. So what they do is they create, like, first of all, they have, I don't know how many of these people are actually comic book fans, but they have a 900,000 person email list.
Yeah, we need that.
Yeah, and so they can target people who like comics, people who do crowdfunding, to people who like whatever.
Is BackerKit a partner of Indiegogo? Are they?
No, they're their own.
Company?
They're their own company. And they work with Indiegogo. They work with Kickstarter. They don't work. They just work with the individual creators, right? So what he said he would do is they'll start with a $2,000 advertising budget, which they front, so you don't have to pay anything.
$200,000?
No, $2,000. $2,000 advertising budget. They front that money, and then they aim to get 3 to 400% return, and then they take 15% of the returns only from the referrals they get you.
Oh, I'll do that all day.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's because I don't have time to futz around with trying to tailor, because that's the thing with advertising on Facebook is you have to tailor your ads so that you get the maximum return for your advertising dollar, right? You don't want to be spending 50 cents per click, right? You want to get it down to like 5 or 10 cents per click ideally, but so they do that. They're already familiar with marketing, how that works, how to target all that stuff. And so they'll sit there and tailor the ads. They'll pay for it up front, and then whatever additional stuff they get to you through their referrals, they take 15% of that.
They take a cut.
And I'm like, yes, please. Let's try that.
At some point, you have to start putting your money in, though, and have them...
No, they front it.
Doing the same thing?
They front it. So, well, that's a good question. If they start, like...
You just pay them.
Yeah. And if it's like, if you're getting ad returns and you're getting like 5 cent clicks and 500% returns, dude, I would dump $10,000 in that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I need to talk to have your guy.
I will. He's going to email me later with
just marketing,
all the
right? It's not fulfillment or anything. It's just marketing.
Well, I think they have a fulfillment arm, but he was just talking to me about the marketing.
Because I think BackerKit approached me on Bigfoot Bill, and that's all they were talking about is, look, we can put you in our back-end store, and we will up your campaign by 15 to 40%. I said, I don't want you touching my back-end store. It's like, I just want the marketing thing is what I want, because I have zero marketing.
Yeah.
So of course I'll talk to them about that.
Yeah, I do it all myself, and it's I do it with minimal, a few $100 here, a few $100 there.
We have no marketing. It's the truth.
I use Facebook ads, I use Instagram ads, and then I use my email list, and I don't know. I'm at 65,000 in 2 weeks.
My Earthworm Jim.
Yeah.
That is not bad. How many are on your email list?
I have a couple different email lists. My Lonestar email list alone is like 2,000, and then I have another one that isn't Lonestar directly, so it doesn't get the kind of traction that I have, like 700, I think.
Yeah. Oh, very good.
Yeah. But no, I mean, just your how many
Yeah, I
backers did
started
you
my
get on
MailChimp
Lonestar?
list.
How many?
Lone Star, you mean Bigfoot Bill?
Oh yeah, Bigfoot Bill.
3,300.
Damn, that's a great email list right there, man. And you just download that from Indiegogo.
Yeah, so we did that. I have a guy who's helping me with that.
All right.
He blasted it out to all 3,300
Oh no.
and said, sign up for the Earthworm Jim email list. It was earthwormjimcomic.com if you guys want to sign up, earthwormjimcomic.com. And there's just a click that says join email list. He sent out the blast out to all my backers, and we started with, I think, 1,200 names came in on my mailing list. So that's not bad for one.
Yeah, but
one
you already
thing.
have you already have it's your Doug Tenaple mailing list. Why are
Do
you?
I?
You already have a Doug Tenaple mailing list. You've already got the
No, I don't.
3,300 backers. That's.
Oh, you just throw them in and use them as a mailing list. Force them on.
Well, I label
You
it,
don't ask
so those
them?
are my Lone Star backers. But my Lone Star backers are going to back any other Lone Star books I do, and then I'll
I
try
think
to.
we sent them a message and asked them to sign up instead of throwing them on the list.
So you emailed your emails to ask them to join another email.
That's right.
Okay.
I
Yes,
sent a message.
Pixel Trader is crying in the chat and said, "I market you, sniffle." He does. Pixel Trader is my number 2, I think, or number
He was my number 1 or 2.
number
mine
2,
too.
number 2 or 3. 'Cause,
That's why you got. That's why I got a free page, baby.
yeah,
free
boy.
page. Top refers.
Yeah, I should do something special for Pixel and Edwin.
I'm just saying it's not that it ends up being the same amount as a page costs, but it's the effort. They
Yeah.
came in and shoved it hard before I never even asked them to help me. So that's good.
Yeah,
Those people get my stuff
I'm gonna do a refresh
because that's
here.
my marketing plan.
That's your marketing plan. Pixel's your marketing plan.
Pixel Trader is my marketing plan. He's my entire marketing. Edwin Boyette, you're on the list. Nasser was up there. A couple other guys. Just they had a bunch of email following, and they would just talk. Ethan Van Sciver. I think Ethan Van Sciver was my number 1 refer.
Yeah, I
So-
don't think he is this time for me.
Yeah, he's laying low on the shows. Remember, we used to do it like every night. We
I
were
know.
Money Hall. It was the swap meet, which was fun because that was the show.
It was like a
Right.
social club. It's a bunch of Italian guys getting together.
I think we'll get back into that mode. I just can't stay up that late, but I think we'll get back into that mode if we do like classic editions of Comicsgate.
Yeah.
Classic
Difficulty
edition.
Getting back on there. Classic edition.
So, are you the
Maybe
one that did Pixel make this earthwormjimcomic.com for you?
No, it was a guy I went to college with who does all my email and stuff. I just said, I'll pay you anything to take this off my hands. I need this website. I need you to host it here. I need these addresses on MailChimp. I need to plug them into Indiegogo. So what I'm doing is I'm taking all of my Indiegogo mail is not going to my personal mail anymore. It goes to a dedicated account. So all the money is going to go to a separate bank account that I set up for the business for books now.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's Doug T Comics. All of the money goes into that business. All of the emails go into a separate like Gmail list so that anytime someone complains on Indiegogo or says, hey, has a question, it goes to that list. And I can give that email to my fulfillment guy for when they start asking for tracking numbers. Because otherwise they ask me, then I ask him, then he gives it back to me and I give it back to them. It's going to be different. This time I'm setting up the structure top down. So it's going to go a lot because on Earthworm Jim, they're going to be pretty unruly numbers.
Yeah. Imagine the email list you're going to get from that.
It'll be good. I'm just new. So that's something I have to do this week is I'm trying to bang this freaking campaign together, Mike. By Monday is when
Yeah.
it launches.
Are you going to do it for
Wow.
the troops tier?
I'd like to do something like that really bad. So What do you do? Like, in fact, I'll need your. You have an ASO list.
I don't yet. I'm gonna get that closer to when I'm gonna be shipping out, because that's another thing I don't know if APOs are permanent addresses, or if I have to, if
I think they are, but are they U.S. only or are they overseas too?
they're overseas. That's yeah, and that's the thing is like I want to get them all out, but
When
I
you
want to
send-
gather
when you send
APOs.
packages to a base in the U.S. It's not just overseas. You can get U.S. I want to hit U.S. bases.
Oh, I'm sure
So
you
I
can
only
do
do-
both. Yeah, just
I want to
gather
do
it.
just you.
If you have
Yeah.
if you well, that's the thing is you can send overseas for the price of domestic as well. So that's why this time, rather than relying on somebody like the USO, who screwed me over last time, unfortunately,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have all the books shipped
Why does
here.
Indiegogo have trouble?
It
Why does
wa-
Indiegogo have trouble? Is it ASO or APO?
It's
It's
APO.
ASO, isn't it?
APO.
Why do they have trouble with those addresses? I had guys where they couldn't input that address in
Really?
another country.
I think I got a couple that
Yeah,
worked.
on my Indiegogo, I had guys on bases.
Hmm.
I had to send them out by hand.
Oh wait, Indiegogo. What are you using? Stamps.com?
Yeah,
I'm using ShipStation.
No, it's Indiegogo, not Indicia. I can personally do it through Indicia. I can send them the package, but Indiegogo, when they say put in your address, if you put in one of those addresses, Indiegogo wouldn't take it.
I think I sent to an APO, but yeah. Hold on a second.
Well, the thing is, I'll take care of it, so it doesn't matter where they're buying from, right? The address
Right,
comes to me, and I send it to. It's my shipping that will be fine with it, right?
Yeah, well, okay.
Because if I can
so
do
that was my point, is that you can ship these things. I'm going to ship them, it depends on how big I need more information from a personal level. So if somebody says, hey, I am at this APO, I've got, 20 guys here who would love comics, then I'll send them a package of 20 freaking books, and it's media mail domestic, and it goes to them, and it might end up in Afghanistan, but it doesn't cost more than media mail domestic for us to get it to in Afghanistan.
Yeah, for my books, I'm going definitely the one higher than media mail next. I'm not doing any media mail.
Even to APOs.
Even to APOs. They'll be US only addresses, so they'll still be cheap. But the books are just too heavy in the way the media mail works, man. They throw them from one catapult and they're caught in a net and then thrown on a conveyor belt that just slams into a wall. Then they throw in like all of them, throw them into a truck like a McDonald's drive-through window, the food you get. It's like, they just like dump truck them. So like I need something a little more gentle. If I was doing a small comic, it'd be easier.
Yeah, it
But
is.
on the big books, these things are, they want to break out of every package. So I need to beef up my packaging and beef up my...
I think it's the
mailing.
packaging. I don't
And
think
it's-
the mailing is going to make much difference, because I've had first class mailers. I had a guy fold metal prints diagonally with the first class mailer.
That's stupid. And you don't think that would have happened with media mail? Hold on.
Well,
The beloved Mr. Naples.
All right. John Chedester for $2. Hey, Mike, did you ever tweet out the Naruto piece? I did not, John. Thanks for reminding me. I need to do that.
Is there a piece on Naruto?
Naruto, yeah. I did. Have you seen that? It's
No, I don't think I've seen it.
Here, let me turn this off for a second so you don't see me like looking at everything. Dropbox.
I'm still not used to Dropbox. I mean, I've been using it for years. I just never get used to it.
Yeah. Where'd it go? There it is.
Oh, you deleted it.
All right. Brave.
Oh, wow. Was it all his clones?
Shadow Clone Jutsu.
What is that? Oh, yeah, look at that.
It's Naruto.
That's cool.
It's I don't know why it's
Very
not
cool.
letting me. I don't know why it's not letting me
Is
open
that
it.
Kakashi over there next to him, or was on the
Yeah,
bird?
hold on.
Naruto
I'm trying. I
Barrage.
don't know why it's not letting me.
I like that frog back there with the pipe in his mouth.
Oh, there
cool.
we go.
One
Naruto.
that Pervy Sage used to ride.
Yeah. Naruto. Where the heck did it go? Okay, let's see.
So, Mike, if I do that ASO thing, I just charge a discount amount for the books, and then I send one book to the guy who bought them, right?
Well, what I am doing, I mean, you can do it any way you want, but I'm charging full price for 4 books. I'm gonna take half the money, and I'm gonna buy however many books I can at cost for myself. So they get the books. I mean, the people that buy the books get the books, and then half the money, so basically they're getting the wholesale price. That the rest of the money I'm buying as many books as I can. And last time I got about orders for about 2,600, and I just rounded it up to 3,000, and so I got because and then got them
And
out.
you send them out in bulk because in America I could send all 10 in one box.
Right.
Overseas is that 4-pound limit that kills you. So, and my books are, 10 books will.
You have a
break the
4-pound
back.
limit on media mail?
It's no, it's when it goes international. I had 500 international backers, and so the 2 book was right under that. But this next book, Earthworm Jim, is going to be bigger than Bigfoot Bill, so 2 books will go over 4 pounds, and that like doubles your price for all international. It goes from one little level to the 4-pound is the limit. It kills you.
The 3
Like,
pound.
it
When I
turns
was
your-
looking it up, it's
it turns
the
your
3 pound. If it went over 3 pounds,
Yeah,
it
well,
doubled.
every pound gets bad, but 4-pound, it goes up so astronomical that basically you're shipping to the UK and they're charging you Australia shipping prices. So that's what's going to happen. So my backers are going to get a shock. The international ones on this next campaign, they're going to have a heart attack because I'm charging them what it costs.
Yeah.
On this one, it's going to be rough.
All right.
But if I do that USO tour thing, I'll just do 10 books, give them a tiny discount, but the backer that buys those books will get a signed book with a head sketch in it, is what I think I'm going to do for their kindness. So if they give that, then something like that, or a signed book, I don't know. But because I'm not, that's the thing is my Earthworm Jim books, the first tier, I'm not signing the books. They're going to be, the next tier up is a signed book.
Oh, right on.
'Cause I figure I'm giving plenty at the office with the hardbound thing.
Yeah. Dude.
And I don't want to, if I
great.
end up getting like 10,000 backers, I'm not going to be signing like 10,000 books, just, it's abstract at that point.
Hey, look what I got in the mail. How cool is this?
You got to put the camera on you, man.
Oh, that's right. You can't see me. It's a Bigfoot Bill
No, I
page
can't.
from Doug Tenaple. He sent me an original
What?
flash page.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put it on camera.
nice.
On camera.
Well, the people can see it on the TV, on the YouTube.
Oh, are you doing like OBS, some kind
Yeah.
of BS?
I am on OBS.
Okay.
So, sorry.
It's
You
a
can only see
BS.
the stuff I'm showing on the other screen.
Which page did you get? I don't even remember.
Page 29. It's got little Judgy, and they're playing. Looks like they're playing D&D.
They're playing, it's Shadowrun.
Shadowrun.
It's like D&D was too common of a joke, so I went for the next. It was going to be either Warhammer or Shadowrun, but I actually did a Shadowrun video game with Ellis. Ellis and I worked on that game together.
All right.
Back in 92 or 93, we did the Shadowrun game for Genesis, so I made them playing Shadowrun.
I got a good page from Doug. I got a nice page.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's when Bigfoot Bill is basically about to transform into a giant.
Oh yeah, the big end. That's towards the end.
Yeah.
I still haven't read it yet.
Come on, it's like it takes 15 minutes.
Does it
No,
really?
it's a good. No, it won't. There's a lot to read there. I'm thrilled with the book. I'm really happy with it. I can't wait to do part 2 is written, and I'm just dying to sink my teeth into that. But we're going to get Earthworm Jim done first, and that is going to be putting me through the ringer.
Yeah. Well, have fun with it though. Yeah. So you're gonna do grayscales. That'll speed it up.
No, right? Aren't I crazy? You know why I'm doing grayscales is because I don't like leaving it to my colorist to decide where the shadow goes.
Right.
Just as a black and white ink guy. So I'll spot a few blacks. The rest of the actual volume, I like just making a wash, a 50% wash, and just hitting the whole page. And it's real transparency, when they get it and they do the coloring on it, and it just looks a little more. There's no surprises on the lighting.
Right.
And they just handle more of the highlights. So.
Yeah, I feel you, dude. I feel you.
You know what I mean? It's the volume on it. And I had the same thing with Kelsey, where they would just, where they chose to put the light and shadow, I was kind of like, man, I saw it in my head another way.
Yeah. You're like, I drew these cast shadows that would give you an indication of where the lighting is coming from. Can you?
Yeah, it gives them too much like leeway, and then who knows what they come up with. So I just kind of, because I'm more of a black and white artist, I just wanted to, and it really doesn't take that long to throw down washes either. And you can, or it shouldn't anyways. And they can still put in their shadows. They can still shadow over it or emphasize it or put in bounce lighting on it. But campaign, the launch of the campaign on Monday, I did some art, some panel art that has some of that work in it, and I liked it fine. So I think that's what we're going to do. And by the way, because I want to sell a bunch of original pages, I think original pages with a layer of wash on them will look a lot better.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're gonna have original art tiers?
Yeah.
Dude, you're gonna have some Bigfoot Bill freaking fanatics coming in there dropping thousands.
I hope so, man. I need my Bigfoot Bill people to show up, and I think they will, because now they've seen the book.
Yeah.
It's an iconic phenomenon.
I think you're gonna kill a word from Jim.
Yeah, it's really like, and that's the thing, is like Bigfoot Bill, like no one knew who that character was.
Mm-hmm.
And he made $200,000.
Earthworm Jim. I made $200,000.
Dude, you're gonna make $1 million bucks on this thing.
I hope so. I hope to get it up pretty high, but it's the foundation needs to be laid by the Bigfoot Bill backers. I need them coming in like on day 1, 2,
You're
3.
gonna have a lot of gamers coming in too.
Yeah, but I'm going to expand that, and that's my other plan. Is I'm using Earthworm Jim to build out Bigfoot Bill, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I only have 3,300 backers, and I'm trying to get those backers up. I'm going to bring in a bunch of Earthworm Jim backers. That's going to greatly expand that, and then I have a hard sell when they get that book to get them back in on Bigfoot Bill 2. I'm going to reprint. Book 1's going to be all the old printings are going to be gone. It's going to be a new volume of Bigfoot Bill 1 combined with the making of. Is going to be the new volume. And I'm going to add 16 pages of art.
And then 5 years from now, you do a Bigfoot Bill Earthworm Jim crossover.
I can't. I legally can't. So that's another thing everyone keeps asking for. And believe me, I would if I could.
Right.
I just, as soon as I put anything Bigfoot Bill and Earthworm Jim, my contract is that like Interplay automatically owns it. So I'm not going to touch anything. Right. So I can have Bigfoot Bill. I snuck a little Earthworm Jim in the background of the Cryptozone. It's like Where's Waldo? Find Earthworm Jim in that book. I put a little one in the background, but I could never put Bigfoot Bill touching Earthworm Jim anywhere.
Could you add a Bigfoot Bill second printing to the Earthworm Jim Indiegogo?
I could have if I thought I could handle it. I didn't think I could handle it.
Right.
So if I could be, and that's because the production schedule on Earthworm Jim is so crazy that I don't think I could handle even doing that quick knock together. So I've already got my designer, Joe Potter's going to do the book.
But what if you just did the book you have now as a second printing?
I'm not doing that.
No.
I wanted that first printing, I wanted to be a once in a lifetime.
Yeah, but you could do it with like a green cover instead of a brown cover.
That's what I'm going to do on the new one anyways. The cover is going to be very similar in design to this one.
Mm-hmm.
like it'll have the same embossing and debossing, gold foil and red foil, but I'm not doing the cloth cover stock. It's going to take the watercolor, that little sticker, that's going to get blown up to be the entire front cover, and then we'll roll around the back to another page. Blown up will be the back cover, so it's going to be its own. That's going to be like the Bigfoot Bill Deluxe Edition. So that's book 1, and then book 2 is what we're doing. That's what we're trying.
Right. Are you doing a making of Earthworm Jim, Ashka?
Yes.
Yeah?
Hardbound, 9-inch by 12-inch, starts at 64 pages.
Every package is 20 pounds.
Going all out.
So I already did, and that's really more of a fan book. It really is like I interviewed all the original Shiny team when I did the game design last weekend. I interviewed them all.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to have little interviews with each original member of the crew, little photo bios of them. I have the cover for the making of is going to be done by Mike Kelsch, who did all of the original game art, like the original cartridge art of Earthworm Jim, making that face, and the original package cover. That's all Mike Kelsch. So he's doing the cover for the making of, and it is amazing. But he sent me photos of his step-by-step of his work. And so that'll be covered in the book too, about kind of talking about his influence on the game and stuff. And then plus, of course, the pencil pages and ink pages. And I'll do full character bios in there that I've never released to the public about what each character is and what they all mean. So I think it's going to be a good meaty book.
It's going to be a fanboy's wet dream.
Yeah, and after Bigfoot Bill, after I screwed those 106 people out of their making of book, I hope they all come in and jump in first day with this book. I will remember to print enough this time.
And you rejected my idea that would have solved all your problems. Why is that?
No. Couldn't afford it.
Digital press? It's cheaper than refunds.
I know, but I'm not doing floppy little versions of these books. Like
you can
the
do
apology version.
You can do hardbound digital press books.
I know, but it has to look like the main one that I printed.
Well, you know what you could do, and it would still be cheaper, is just do those for them and then do a little free head sketch in them. You know, nobody noticed it today in your chat. I put, Doug is that guy from Falling Down who tells Michael Douglas that that's not our remember he said, that's not our policy.
De
That's not our policy.
Robert De Niro?
No, remember the guy? No.
Duvall.
The kid behind the at the fast food restaurant, or he's like, haven't you ever heard that the customer's always right? And he says, yeah, that's not our policy.
The customer's always right. I'm just going to say AOC is one of my customers. So you guys tell me right now, is AOC always right?
No.
Fall in line, robots. Customer's always right.
AOC's your customer. I feel sorry for you, Doug.
No, I'm just trying to find a way for you to make
customers,
everybody happy, Doug.
Well, everyone ain't going to be happy. I mean, that's the problem. And by the way, I only got flack for 5 of my backers who just freaked out. And frankly, they're the easily freaked out people. You're not talking about like an average guy walking down the street freaking out and screaming at you and calling you names.
No, but honestly, 5% is about the percent of people who will react vocally either way.
Yeah. Yeah, and
people.
over. Hey, Nasser's here. I got overwhelmingly positive, over the top. Anything you ever make, we're going to buy it. We're huge fans. A bunch of people said they don't even want a refund. Half of them said they don't want a refund. So it ended up being like, am I going to do a print run for basically 50 angry people? And I just said, my obligation according to Indiegogo is to give you a full refund. And for me, it's not about the money. So it's a lot easier to give them a refund. It's like, no, I'll give you a refund instead of print another book. And 5 people all of them of a certain campaign had a problem, and were very vocal about it.
Yeah.
So, and I'm going to try and do them right. You know, I'm offering even a full refund. One of them, they got the Bigfoot Bill book. So they paid $65 for a book and a making of, and he wouldn't be quiet. He would not take my refund. So I gave him the full refund. That means he got the Bigfoot Bill comic free, a PDF of the making of, and an apology from me, and a full refund. And you want to hate me now? That's on you.
Doug's the goat.
Yeah.
Doug, what have you been up to? It's been too long.
I know, buddy. People on my show started asking where you were. Where's Nasser?
Nobody asked where I was?
The answer is I'm at work most of the time.
No one asked where Mike was.
They asked where I am. They're like,
I
oh,
like
Mike's,
that you're at work.
Mike's already streaming.
Yeah, and I'm supposed to be working right now.
Oh,
I just came on because I read your tweet like an hour ago. You're going, get on my show. and I helped my son finish his robot project. We did a kick-ass robot.
Hey, Doug, what's your writing process, man?
Oh, no cards, man.
Yeah.
And and now I'm just in
Story.
and it is not fun to write scripts.
It's not.
It's like getting hold on, I'm gonna get this robot that my son and I built. Hold on.
All right. And ladies and gentlemen, we still are at 65,000. Actually, I just refreshed it, and we are up to $65,122. So, moving right along.
Ooh la la.
Loose and fancy free. Pretty good, huh, Nasser? For 2 weeks.
Yes, it's amazing.
Thanks.
I think I like this cover the most, but I'm sticking with the
I do
original cover A.
I do too. This is my
Okay.
favorite.
So the assignment. This is my son's 6th grade class. Is to build an armature.
No way.
So I
In
showed him how
6th
to
grade?
build an armature. Yeah. So he's doing an armature, and I got out the block of wood, and we drilled the armature down, and then I told him how to build it up with tin foil and then Sculpey, and then we just glued cardboard all over the Sculpey, and we just painted it today. So I showed him how to do the aging, the rust and aging and things.
Dude, that's rad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And look
that's
at
pretty
we did
cool.
the little bushes from I learned all that from train work. I go, dude, you're going to be the class hero. You roll this thing.
That's
in there."
hot.
So that was that's probably the best father-son project. And it's not, and of course I'm not supposed to help him with it, but
Right.
I gave him some help. No son of mine's going to walk in there. All the other dads are like, no son of mine gets his ass kicked or get on the football team and win. Mine's like, no son of mine loses an armature competition at school. You're no son of mine, you little jock.
The other kids are going to have like little sporks with, like from the Toy Story 4 or whatever. The little spork dude.
Doug is like the type of father that makes the kids sit down and makes them watch while he builds the whole thing by himself.
Yeah, watch this. No, I was really trying to not do that, and I kept finding myself having so much fun that I was like, no, give me that brush.
Force Ghost Burst Reynolds says, Doug's going to get an A.
I'm gonna get an A. Oh,
Too
so I
funny.
did that in the time while you were still on your show, Mike.
Yeah.
Now, anything new? Did it go up $1?
It went up to 122. So I don't
There you
remember.
go.
I think we just broke 65 when you came on, right? Something like that.
Yeah. Did you offer something to your backers of the last campaign? Did you offer them?
I
a goodie?
offered. Well, I have the Lone Star Squadron 1st Brigade, which is the guys that came in on the first 30-day campaign.
Yeah.
Cutoff was August 12th.
Which I think I'm in. I think I'm in that.
Yeah, and so I sent everybody an email with this very, very special offer, which is
Asking us to
secret.
pay $100.
Hey, no one talks about it, Nasser. It's secret. It's a secret. Hey, if you don't think it's
Okay.
worth it, you're
Pound sand.
yeah.
It's
There you
worth
go.
it. I've read it. I read the details.
It's worth it if you're a big spender. If you're like me and you just want the book by itself, it's worthless.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, Mike. Is I'm trying to put together a goodie for the Earthworm Jim first people in on Monday, for all my backers, so that they could buy any tier and get a thing. Is what I'm trying to do. That way, I don't got to worry about if they can or can't afford something.
That's
you know
interesting.
what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're one of the first 3,500 backers, you get blah. So they're like a race for them to come in, no matter where they come in.
Wait, if they're the first 3,500. But that's...
I've got 3,300 backers.
Right.
And I'm saying if you're in the first 3,500, you get a goodie.
Oh, so you're going to blast it out to those people before... And then let them know exactly
all
when
my
you're
backers on Bigfoot Bill in it. I'll say, just so you guys know, blah, blah. And then I got to figure out how to, you isolate the first 3,500 backers.
You just make it limited. You make it limited to 3,500. You make it an extra tier that's limited to 3,500 that people can purchase as an add-on.
Like a secret perk.
It doesn't even have to be secret if you've got it limited to 3,500. If people are gonna purchase anything from you,
can people buy more than one add-on on Indiegogo? I didn't know they could buy more than one perk.
Yeah, you can buy more than one perk.
No, but I mean, you think people are just gonna come in and just buy that thing? Whatever it is.
I mean, they have to be a backer. So instead, I'll just say, look, if you come in and back this, I'll take out the CSV at the end. I'll look it up by backer number. I'll take the first 3,500 and mail them a patch or something.
Yeah, you can do that.
Right.
Or it can be digital.
I mean, that's what I did with Lone Star Squadron 1st Brigade. Is I set the cutoff time, right? The date was midnight, August 12th, and then I looked at the backers up to that point, and it was 1,645. So everyone who had a backer number before 1,645, they were Lone Star Squadron 1st Brigade.
Gets a doo-doo.
Yep.
So I'll do that with 3,500. I need to find something that I can give them.
And I was number 10, by the way, for the Lone Star Squadron.
Oh, cool.
Fat lot of good that does you if you're not going to buy the perk.
Oh. Brutal.
Wow, this is how Mike appreciates me.
You see that? He's criticizing backers. Criticizing the client.
Wow. Okay. It's time to refund Mike. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, refund. Mass refund.
Right.
All my refunds were organized, by the way.
Mine too. 8
refunds in 15 minutes are my big clump of refunds. Everyone else is cool.
Dude, well, some dude. Well, no, I'm not going to even get into it.
Don't get into it. But I'm just saying, I'm not worried about the refund people.
Give Nossers away, says DJ Fox.
Give it away. Give it away to someone who's looking forward to the book. No, Nasser said that your book was one of his favorite CGs. See that?
It was the best one until I got Bigfoot Bill, and then I'm not even trying to make fun of Mike by saying that, but
I am.
No, he said that. He said that in private too. So
no, it was great. Lone Star was fantastic, but Bigfoot Bill just beats it just by like half a point.
No, it beats the shit out of it.
Okay, it beats it terribly. It slaughters it.
Leave it in the mud. No, of course not. I just see them. They're complete. It's it's like comparing, McDonald's to Chick-fil-A or something. They're completely different businesses.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Completely different businesses.
Yeah.
I was trying to talk about that with Bryce today. I was on his show.
Wait, who's Chick-fil-A in this scenario?
You can be Chick-fil-A.
Oh well, Chick-fil-A is run by a bunch of bigots, so it could be either of you.
That's true. It's probably both of us a little bit. But Bryce was talking about my big hardbound thing and how he has a sentimental tie to the floppy. And I totally said, I'm not trying to ruin the floppy business in all of our books, because I totally get the sentimental love of the individual comics. I go, that's just not me. Like, I'm not interested in that at all.
Yeah, that's why mine's freaking saddle stitched, man, instead of squarebound.
Yeah.
I wanted a comic
so
book in my hand,
Yeah.
The thing about Mike's comic, when I got it, it just felt like I just had like this nostalgic feeling. Like I picked up my first comic for the first time in my life. It just felt weird. It felt good, you know.
Nice.
Good and weird.
Yeah, it was just like nice, like a nice feeling.
Tingle up your leg.
Yeah. Always there.
Happiest tingle.
It's true.
But I haven't read nobody's book yet. I keep it sealed and protected. Those are my collected
Dude,
items.
don't do that. These things are made to be
Right.
manhandled.
No.
They're meant to be read.
Oh, you know what,
Manhandle it.
Doug? That's what I was gonna say about the media mail and sending it to the APOs and stuff. The ones you're sending to the troops, they're, you know, you don't want like one guy like putting that in his under his pillow and taking it. You want them to be handed around and beat up and read to crap until they disintegrate. You know, so I don't mind if they show up. Yeah. That's why I'm shipping those unbagged in media mail. If somehow or another they don't get there, I'll send some more. You know,
they're gonna get desert sand all over them.
Right. That's what I want. And then I want them to come back to the States and be like, I need to get that copy because I loved the book. So
I'm gonna send them. Well, I'm gonna send them to Beale Air Force Base regardless. That'll be on me, even if I don't do the ASO thing.
Yeah, get me that APO when it's time for me to fulfill.
Too.
There's gonna come a point where someone just needs to like start collecting APOs of people like in our community who know people out there who would want these books.
I wonder if you could contact a USO and get that address list.
The USO
they have freaking.
I don't know. I talked to a guy over at the VA center at the college next to me.
Yeah.
And he said to talk to chaplains. Chaplains have, I guess, access to those.
I know a chaplain for Colorado, the Air Force Base out there, is a buddy of mine.
All right.
I went to his church when I lived in Colorado for a while. Let me. So they'll have the list of all the.
I don't know if they have everything.
And you're just sending a bulk box just for the troops. It doesn't. There's not a name on it or someone to contact.
That's what I want to figure. That's why I was trying to get people who know people, right? So if it's like you're sending to an APO and you know somebody
contact on the ground.
Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, I mean, you could just send it with a note in there that says, "Hey, thank you for your service. Here's some free comics. Yeah, hand them out."
I also want to put a bunch of cigars and chew in there for them. That's all. In the field, they told me, like when they send them out to their troops and stuff, like all they want is tobacco because like everyone's always trying. It's like contraband almost.
Oh, really?
So people send care packages out there, and it says like toys, and it's like a ring of chew cans. Toys. They package it in newspaper. They send boxes of cigarettes, and it'll say candy on it. So it gets through the custom stuff. When I visited that base, dude, I got the whole inside scoop on what these guys go through. And in the theater, it's a living hell, and they all feel forgotten.
Yeah.
Like, that's why you guys got to get in on these books. Get the Lonestar for the troops.
Mm-hmm. For the troops.
That is God's good work. Really good work. And they would love those comics. And by the way, I kind of want to talk to this Beale Air Force Base. I want to find out like a list of the names of the guys even there so I can put together like pen pals from my show if people want to pick up a name and start correspondence. I'm just going to start sending those guys packages. They'll take like a box of your junk books even. If you've got like old comics, throw them all in a box and send them to a base. They'd love reading material because they just sit there and wait around until something happens. There's a lot
and I've got a grip of, because somebody's paying $25 for a comic, I need to send them a mint condition copy. So I've got a grip of these things that are not mint enough. I'm just going to pack those up and ship them out.
They'll take your secondhand stuff, throw in some chocolate bars, some cigars, a couple books, letters from your kids. It's going to be good. So yeah, I got to figure that out. Sounds like a mess though, because I don't know anything about it.
It's a mess, but it'll be a day or two out of my schedule, whatever.
And so, how many did you end up doing? How many books did you send out on the last campaign? It was boxes of 10. How many of those did you?
It wasn't boxes. It wasn't boxes of 10. So what ended up happening was because, all right, the whole story is, I don't know. Did you hear this before?
No.
Okay. So I set it up with the USO, right? I called my local USO. They said to talk to the Arlington, Virginia USO because that's who does disbursements overseas. And so I called the Arlington, Virginia USO, and they said, yeah, sure, just when you drop off the books, make sure it says for deployed troops on the packing slip, right? So I'm like, good, everything's taken care of. I don't have to worry about anything. I just got to get them from Canada to Arlington, Virginia. I get a call, I get an email from my printer, and they're like, the USO won't accept our packages. What do you want us to do with them? I'm like, what? So I call the same Arlington, Virginia USO, and I'm like, yeah, didn't a bunch of comics just arrive? And they're like, yeah, we don't take books or videos anymore. And I'm like, I just sent you half a ton of comic books.
Oh, shit.
It cost me $700 just to ship them to you, and now I have to find somewhere else to ship them just to figure out how I'm going to disperse them. So thank God for Bed Hennessy. Huh?
Yeah. How many people were in the tier? Who funded that tier,
how many?
the USO tier?
Hold on. So I ended up. I'll look it up while I'm talking. I ended up. Ben Hennessy said that he could hold them, and then while I figure out what to do, so I shipped them down to Florida, which cost me another $600, $600 or $800. And then I talked. The USO lady gave me the. Hold on, USO Lonestar for the troops. 118. I got 118 backers for Lonestar for the troops.
Smokes, that's a lot.
Yeah,
that is a lot.
And so the USO gave me the number for Operation Paperback. So I called Operation Paperback. Operation Paperback said that how many books he got, blah blah blah. So she did all this legwork for me, and essentially I ended up shipping individual boxes. There's 130 books in each box. We shipped them to a bunch of VA hospitals and VA centers, and then some went overseas as well. So yeah, a lot of injured vets got the comics, and then I called around and
anything like that would be fine. I wonder if I could get I know people in every branch of military, and I wonder if I could just mail them directly to them and have them distribute them for me. Like just mail the boxes to them. They're in charge of throwing them to everyone on the base.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Or if I put out a call and asked all my backers and ask fans, if you guys know of someone who's serving any base, I've got a nephew on a ship in the Navy, any Marine base, Army, even reservists and stuff that will do that, and we'll just send them base by base to people, chunks of books, and they can just distribute them. How many people are on your base? If they've got 200, send a 50 or 100 books.
Yeah, but I mean, I love that idea, and I wish I could send 20,000 out to. I wish I could send 100,000 out, but
I've sent books to the front lines back during War on Terror. I sent them out. I had a bunch of books go out on a Kickstarter, I think it was.
Oh, yeah.
I sent out a bunch of books.
Did you get any responses?
And, nope.
Yeah,
never heard back. So
I didn't get any
idea.
I put the whole thing on the back, like, hey, hashtag this and whatever, and I got one response out of 3,000 books.
Yeah, I have no idea what happens to them, and I don't even know.
Well, no, I mean, when I was thinking about it, like I was saying, only 5% of people respond at all, and that's when they're actively buying your product and watching your shows and stuff. Still, only 5% of the backers will respond. If you're sending things out blind to people who didn't know they were even coming, they're not going to respond.
Yeah.
Maybe they just didn't like it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's possible too.
Everyone's a critic. even inserted in the campaign, everyone's a critic. Even in the field. I gotta jump. I gotta get to work, guys.
All right, brother.
Ron,
thanks for popping in.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Mike.
All right,
back
good.
Lone Star, everybody. Hi, Nasser, Critius, Sign up for my email list.
Yeah, I signed up.
EarthwormJimComic.com.
EarthwormJimComic.com.
Ooh la la.
It's in the
Launching
chat.
Monday.
What Monday?
Exact hour.
Oh, you're launching. Wow. All right, brother. Let me know.
I know. I'm about to crap my pants. All right. See you guys.
Later, Doug. All right, Mike. I appreciate having you on.
All right,
See you
brother.
Later.
Thanks for coming
All
on.
right, later, Nessa.
All right, bye,
You
Craig.
got it.
Earthworm Jim.
Kind of forgot Critius was here.
He didn't say a whole lot. How you doing, Nos?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. Just sort of tired.
How's your book doing?
It's doing pretty well. We're at 22,500.
Wow, that's better than mine did individually on the Meg.
Yes, it's better than the Meg.
However, not as good as Lonestar.
Yeah, but you're forgetting I don't have 27 years in the industry.
No, you don't. You don't. That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. So how are you doing today?
I'm tired. I gotta go to Bible study tonight, actually, in about an hour here. So I should probably wrap this up pretty soon. But I wanted to read that article from yeah, this one. Did you see?
Oh, dude, hold up. Hold on. Martyr Media says Nasser is losing to deadbeats. Never forget.
Oh
man. That hurts. That hurts. But people actually are gonna enjoy reading my book at least.
Burn. All right, I just wanted to read this. I know I'm skipping through Shinobi Sasquatch here, and I apologize, but the Comics Showcase 42 just came out from Bleeding Fool, and since I wrote the answers, I figured I would read. Do you want to read the other side? You can be the interviewer, and I
can be Chris.
Yeah, you can be Chris.
This is gonna be so cringy. Let's see, Mike. Before we get into your comic, tell us a bit about yourself. How did you first get into comics?
The old days. I was in 3rd grade and had started taking Taekwondo at a local studio. West Coast Taekwondo, shout out! We're making it
So
cringy. And across the street was a 7-Eleven. I would go there on breaks or waiting for my mom to pick me up and look at the comics on the spinner rack, but I don't recall actually buying any until I went to the mall across the other street and walked into a Comics and Fantasies, a whole store full of comics. It was life-changing. I was always an artist, even then, but comics gave me a whole new interest for my drawings.
Okay.
Hey guys,
Gary!
Oh, hey, Gary.
Mike, Nasser. How are you guys doing?
We're reading an article on me.
Not an article.
It's
He's
an
making
interview.
me pretend to be the interviewer.
Come on, interview.
Okay. That's great. Now give me the elevator pitch for Lonestar #2, Soul of a Soldier.
Lonestar, a reborn super soldier who fights against the things that go bump in the night with his squadron of unknown soldiers. Volume 2, Soul of the Soldier. Ups the stakes for Lonestar as the vampire he let escape in the first volume creates a new horde, hell-bent on revenging the death of his family at the hands of Lonestar's squad.
What has inspired you to create this?
Donald J. Trump. Weirdly, that's the truth. When Trump was elected, I felt this surge of hope that I hadn't had in a long time. It felt like it was time to dust off the characters and stories I'd been tooling with for decades and finally put them to paper. I began working on my own patriotic hero, making him the foil of my greatest villain, the Iron Cross. I always believed that you could judge a hero by their villains, still do. So having already created the world's greatest supervillain, the Nazi Ubermensch, creating a hero to combat him would make the hero the greatest hero ever. So along with the Iron Cross story I had written some 2 decades past, I took my vampire trilogy I had dubbed Bloodborne back in 2000, and my James Bond meets G.I. Joe story, The Unknown Soldiers, which I created about 15 years ago after befriending a special ops veteran, and I threw them all in a blender to make a rich, dense backstory for my ultimate patriotic superhero. And thus was born the story of Lonestar. And all this beautiful art.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Aha, that's great. Do you have further stories planned?
I do!
Tell us a bit about your creative team.
I write, I draw, I ink. But enough about me. I'd send the book to Roland Mann for edits. He was my editor at Malibu Comics back in the early 90s. And he's been teaching writing down in Florida for some time. He's actually Critias's writing teacher. My colorist is Jay Nanjan Jambari, a guy who runs a studio in India and who I brought on board to color Injustice, Game of Thrones, and Meg. He's a go-to with incredible modeling skills. Lettering is by my go-to designer, Bill Tortellini, who has been with me on projects like The Hedge Knight and all my Duncan Egg books, through my Alias titles, and back here today. It's an all-pro team, better than anything the big two can cobble together these days.
And what has the overall production process been like? Digital, pen and ink, smoke signals. Oh, this is cringy.
The artwork is done traditionally pencil to paper, ink to paper, scanned, and then digitally colored on the other side of the world. Lettered digitally, which is good for future translations into foreign markets, but it's sad that I can't have lettering on the page. It's such a great look for original art.
I agree, but it's a new age. Let's change gears a bit. You've been an outspoken Christian, sometimes an imperfect one. Your social media sometimes an imperfect one. Your social media platforms for a while now, which has attracted lots of criticism from your detractors. I feel I just read some weird run-on sentence. Tell me how you've dealt with their anger and antics in response to this project.
Da-na-na-na-na. Sometimes imperfect? Ha! 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 Always imperfect, but I try. I just kind of laugh them off
Killing
now.
me. I'm gonna murder someone after this. This is my villain origin.
They can't get me kicked off of Indiegogo the way they could complain to editors who already disagreed with my stances on religion and politics. They don't have the power to bully me into silence, so their efforts, no matter how vile or egregious... Sure, they got me Twitter jailed for 12 hours once, but I know the rules there, and I've been towing that line. I expect someday YouTube will shut me down for my beliefs or demonetize my channel the way they do to people they dislike. But that's why I am for getting decentralized platforms into the limelight. Even if they're imperfect now, they can grow. Heck, YouTube started as an online dating site. You never know what the next giant platform will be. It's the internet age. Things change all the time.
I like your attitude. That was so hard to say.
You don't
So what's
sound like
next
you
for
like my attitude, Chris.
So what's next for Mike Smiller? Comicsgate was predicted by some to be a flash in the pan, a scam, a hate mob, grifters, and a tiny group of trolls. What has Comicsgate become as far as you're concerned?
You know, I still agree with Ethan Van Sciver and Edwin Boyette and all those voices who are saying that Comicsgate is a consumer movement. Well, it's really more of a consumer market. It's a group of consumers who want quality entertainment without identity politics gumming up their enjoyment of comics. And I don't think you can stop that. The anti-CG people keep trying to paint CG as haters and all you said, but they're just full of it. They're full of anger and resentment and rage because they can't control the medium. If we are doing our own thing, they want to shoehorn identity politics into every Marvel and every comic at Marvel and DC. Go ahead. That ship has sailed and struck the iceberg already. We're just out here on our raft, heading to that island where tens of thousands of consumers have been waiting for us to arrive. Well, here we are, and nobody can stop us from getting our books into your hands but us and the post office.
Well put. Is there anything you want to share with our readers before we sign off?
Just that I know that the fans have been abused and taken for granted for decades now, and in large part that is why so many have left the hobby. Marvel thinks you can pump out whatever twaddle they want to and push whatever political agenda they want to, and hardcore collectors who have to have every issue of whatever character will still buy. Well, we care because we are fans. I don't draw comics because it's the most money I can make using my skill set. I should have said lucrative. I know how much money I could make in video games, in advertising, and storyboarding. I draw comics because I'm a fan. I love the medium, and I hope that someday I have as many fans as Marvel, because I promise I won't ever take them for granted.
Thanks, Mike. Looking forward to the new book. Check out his campaign here. You can still get the first book as one of the tiers. I hate anything role playing, so I hated reading that.
Whatever, man. Whatever. Gary, how do you think Nasser did?
I think he was better than Brie Larson.
Better than Brie
True.
Larson.
And fair. Completely fair. What you got there, Gary? What you showing?
That's a little drawing I did of Lonestar, Heart of the Hero. I think,
Soul of the Soldier.
That's Soul of the Soldier. Defending the flag with his own body.
Really? It's almost as if he's bulletproof.
And yet not.
Not indeed, Gary.
He would take a bullet. He would take a bullet, though.
He could take a bullet. He can take a bullet.
Mike?
He can take a bullet. And then he'll take a bullet and he'll flex. He'll be like, watch me take this bullet with my arm.
Right on.
Right.
So what, are you not telling why he could take a shotgun blast to the chest?
No.
But he's not bulletproof?
That's a spoiler.
Spoiler alert.
I want people to discover things in the story and discover the whys and the hows. You know, I don't want to just spell everything out for people as if they're 3 years old and need to be spoon-fed how things work. Oh, there's a straw poll. How did Nasser do on this interview? There's a straw poll in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone, please go vote on the straw poll.
Both options are bad.
The options are yuck and boo.
You get my vote, Nasser.
Which one, yuck or boo?
Wow.
Exactly.
I voted yuck.
I voted boo. Oh,
So, Mike, you've been on here for 3 hours.
Have I?
Have you already covered advertising and marketing and things like that?
I have, but we've got new people in here if you want to ask questions.
You cut out. I didn't hear you.
Yes, I have, but there are new people in here if you want to ask questions. Questions.
I'm a new people.
You are new people.
Have you used Facebook? Have you used Facebook ads?
Elijah, can you go get me a bottle of water? I have used Facebook ads, and I'm currently using Facebook ads.
Do you find them to be worthwhile?
I believe so. But
is it only a belief?
I have a long-term goal with that, which is building up my user base. So honestly, even if I just break even, or even if I lose a little bit of money, but it still gains me readers, it gains me emails and backers, then I think long-term it's beneficial. But that's why I'm going with BackerKit, because they have the time and the what do you call it? The knowledge of how to actually tailor advertisement so it does reach the right people and actually makes profit.
But they're kind of like an after.
No. Okay. Yes, they do the aftermarket or after campaign fulfillment service stuff and aftermarket marketing to try to gain more buyers, but what they're approaching me about wasn't that. It was about the marketing during the campaign. And yeah, so what they do, what they're offering me, see here, so, like I said, if you're gonna do advertising on Facebook, it's a good use. It's a good use of your money if you have the time to tailor your ads, because you're not like if you like plunk $100 down on Facebook advertising, you're not stuck spending all $100, right? The money is spent incrementally as ads are seen, as the time goes on. So if you see that it's costing you $1 per click with the ad you have going, you can pause that ad. You can change that ad. You can cancel that ad. You can create another ad and then test that one. And you can spend 50 cents testing an ad to see what the result of the ad is, right? Like, I had 2 ads running on Indiegogo. One was costing me about 25 cents a click, and the other, which actually I thought was the cooler ad, was costing me like 50 cents a click. So I canceled the 50 cent one, and I'm going to let the 25 cent one run. 25 cents per click, I think, is a decent turnaround, because, if it takes 100 clicks to get somebody to buy something, right? Then that's $25, and if somebody comes in and buys something for $25, then I'm at a wash, but I've got a customer for the future as well.
Wait, so you're not paying just like per month or per week, you're paying per click.
No, it's I think it's like per impression, or like, it's like if you pay $50, they estimate you'll get like whatever hundreds or thousands of views, right? And then from those number of views, you can see how many people clicked. And you can tell how well an ad is doing by your ratio of how much you've spent versus how many people have clicked. So ideally, I'd like to get it down to 5 or 10 cents a click. But I don't have the time to sit there and try to tailor ads all day. So if BackerKit wants to come in and do that for me, plus they will pay up front the first $2,000 of advertising, and then just take it out of the back end. Yeah.
So are you at liberty to say what it is that like one of the levels that you'll enter? Not you personally, but what is their like entry level thing? Or can you just tell them I'm willing to spend this much on advertising, or what?
Oh, I don't know yet. They're gonna send me some paperwork or some PDFs and stuff later today. So John Whalen says, okay. I don't click on ads. Well, that's the interesting thing, like especially on Instagram, is ads on Instagram essentially just look like everything else on Instagram, except for it says, learn more or whatever the button is. You can actually, if you're interested in what you're looking at, you can click that button and go to the site. But it just looks like everything else on Instagram. What's your question, Nasser?
I didn't have a question.
Oh. Just Gary. Next question, Gary.
Awkward. Well, I guess what I'm wanting to know is I'm not at a place where I want to invest any huge amount of money to have like back, what are they? Back kick? What are they called? Backtrack?
Backer kit.
Whatever they're called. Backer kick.
Backer kit.
Gary. Those guys, yeah. I'm not at a place right now because I'm low. You see where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm a little grassroots kind of guy. So, but I do want to get the word out there. People have been saying to me, you don't have to add more perks and more bells and whistles to your campaign, you need to be seen. And I think if there's a way that, like, and if you've tried it and you found it to be true, like using Facebook ads, and you actually can track that, like, yeah, I got this much action or whatever traffic using Facebook's ads or Indiegogo ads or Instagram or whatever it is that you, which one would you say that you actually have noticed a difference in, or can you not track that right now?
I haven't seen anything on Indiegogo from Instagram, but I know I've done several $100s from Facebook, and I'm not 100% sure those are tracking from those ads or not.
Okay. Well, when I look at the analytics on Indiegogo for my campaign, it looks like the majority is coming from Indiegogo.
Right.
And I'm not sure how they are able to differentiate. I guess if you're on Facebook and then you see a post and you click on it, it takes you to Indiegogo.
Well, here's the problem, dude.
Could be tracked.
No. If it's coming from Facebook to your page, it can track that. But if you're telling somebody go to Indiegogo and look up Packins Land, which you do most of the time, then that's just going to be an Indiegogo source. If you've got a link on your page and you say, hey, go to Indiegogo, go to the link below, then they can track that directly to you.
Right. So like when I post a link here in the chat, that's a link directly to Indiegogo.
But that'll come from my page.
YouTube? Yeah, would it come from YouTube?
That'd come from my page.
What do you mean your page?
I mean, if you go to referrals, oh, you're talking about all sources. Yeah, that would be a YouTube thing, I think.
Okay.
Of course, I just
Well,
dropped
I
my
guess what I
Lonestar.com.
wanted to know is what would be the best. Like if I was going to do one thing and advertise a little bit, what would be the best thing? Use Indiegogo's advertising, or Facebook, or Twitter? Does Twitter have one? I don't even know.
Don't use Twitter. Twitter advertising is terrible.
All right, so that's good information.
Yeah, I would use Facebook and Indiegogo. Facebook and Instagram are the same company.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep.
I didn't know that either.
Kickstarter. What the heck? I have a referral from Kickstarter. How did that happen?
What is like? I have some strange ones. I don't even know what they are.
Yeah. I have one from DeviantArt. That's funny. Let's see, my top referrals are myself, obviously. Pixel Trader is number 2. Ethan Van Sciver is number 3. Edwin Boyett is number 4. Perkindo is number 5. And then Silver KM, who I don't even know who that is number 6. Richard Myers, number 7. Electric Dinosaur is number 8. And Art T. Bear is number 9. And Adam Cook is number 10. Those are my top referrals. Pretty cool.
Mike's not one of mine. Mike's not one of my referrals because he doesn't share out my link.
This is true. Who are your top referrers, Nasser?
Let's see. I just opened it up. Well, myself. Then Ethan is second, and then Pixel Trader, Cecil, by 7 of 9, Art T. Bear. But by the time we get past Cecil, it's just people that have referred like 1 or 2 people.
Yeah, well,
but Art,
yeah, everyone
named James
passed
Gibson, Antonio Bryce. Huh?
Everyone past Edwin is like 42312121122.
Chuck Dixon got me 2 people.
Hey now. How'd you do that?
Do you know what T.co is?
Twitter.
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Did they not tell you what you get from Instagram?
That's what I'm wondering, if Instagram qualifies as Facebook. Because I don't see anything from
I have
Instagram.
312. I have 312 from Facebook. I don't know if any of that comes from Insta. I don't have a big Instagram following, but I've using some different like horror hashtags, I've gotten like 20 to 40 likes on some pictures. So I'm just wondering, like, if I brought in anybody new.
Don't know, man.
John Malin's in the chat saying yawn and putting a bunch of Z's. Well, Malin, get on here if it's so boring.
Sorry, John. We are so very
Sorry.
boring to you.
How do you find the individuals who've shared it out? Where's that?
It's under referrals,
Yeah.
under the campaign insights.
Yeah, dashboard. And then where it
Oh, I
says
see.
campaign insights, go all the way to the bottom. It says referrals after finances. John Malin referred 1 to me.
Did I get anyone from Malin?
Perkindo is my number 3. How is he doing?
No, I didn't get anyone from Malin.
Yeah, Perkindo's my number 5.
Malin Militia, I guess.
Malin. You didn't get any from Malin? The old Malin militia
Nope,
let
I
you
did
down?
not see Malin on here.
Constantly talking about you.
Malin letting you down.
Hey, at least he won drawn and quartered again.
More. John is sleeping
Happy
well now that he's off the couch. It's so boring.
How many drawn and quarters is that he's won? Like 35?
Yeah, you're real good with math, buddy.
35-0. The undefeated champ of drawn and quartered.
Yeah. All right, so who's here? How many people are here? I do want to wrap this up pretty soon because I'm hungry. 75 people watching. Guys, if you have not already checked it out, what you're looking at here on the screen is the Lonestar Gone with the Wind cover. Just opened up today. Available for the next week until next Thursday, and then it's the Ethan Van Sciver. Hopefully I'll have something to show. But yeah, it's my favorite cover. My favorite cover. It's Nosser's favorite cover. Is it your favorite cover too, Gary?
My favorite cover is the one I'm going to do. Just kidding. No. I
would have backed it.
I like it. I think I like the one where the glass is broken in the back and he's got bloody hands.
The broken glass cover.
The one where he's just standing there.
Just standing there.
Just standing there. Yes. So, yeah, you can get
This
that.
is a
You
good
can get
one,
the
too.
Virgin ink variant as well. Unfortunately. And then I don't know if everybody heard, the Kanan White card was unlocked at $60,000. And we unlocked the Malin variant at the Malin trading card at $65,000, but John hasn't sent me that yet, unless I missed it because I was on here. Let me double check. I could just screen cap it from the show last night.
Okay, then.
Nope, don't have it. Yeah, so. And then, as everyone should know, the $100,000 stretch goal will open up a new tier available through a secret perk option only to those who have purchased Lone Star 2 through a secret perk option. Wait, what? I gotta reword that. The Comics Gate crossover, Lone Star, Jawbreakers, and Graveyard Shift. Together in a single comic book for the first time, this epic historic comic will be written and illustrated by Mike S. Miller, approved by Richard C. Meyer, John Malin, and Mark Paulton. Do not miss out, or else something bad will happen to your dog. Okay, first 2 covers only available with package offers. And if you're going to get a package offer, if you like more than one cover, I would strongly suggest just getting the Lonestar for the Troops tier. The Lonestar for the Troops tier, yeah, it's $100, as Nasser likes to cry about. But you do get
That's not the one I was crying
all
about.
4 covers at signed cover price. No shipping. No shipping for you. And I'm going to send a minimum of 10 copies of Lonestar to the troops hopefully out in on the front lines. And then if I have more, I can send them to different APOs around the country as well. And then also you will get the digital PDFs of the first and second books that please feel free to send to any warrior in our service or retired from the service. I would appreciate that. And Lonestar for the Troops, again, probably the best deal that's not a secret tier.
Actually, I forgot about the cover that you and John did. I really like that one.
The cover that John and I did, because he penciled it. Yeah.
Fine.
It's all right. You
That
can't
one.
get that one anymore unless you buy the a multi-perk deal like for the troops. Or you can still get the early bird special. There's still 44 remaining. 56 are sold. So that's how we're doing today. 56, 65, 190. We are moving up the scales, moving up the ladder. All right. So what are you guys planning on doing tonight?
Writing if I can.
Just
I have a
writing?
cover that I'm working on for somebody. I need to get it done.
Oh, is that the one you were sharing yesterday?
Yeah.
Somebody else popping in here?
No,
What was that noise?
I don't know.
You making noise, Nasser?
No.
Just noise. We're too busy boring John Malin back to sleep. How's my day
Right.
been, Lou? My day's been all right. Can't complain.
My day's been tiring.
Yeah.
Yeah, work sucks.
That's my wife. You guys talk amongst yourselves. Hello.
Okay then.
Talk to yourself,
6.
Master. Just kidding.
Okay,
Oh,
me
yeah.
and Gary are gonna save this stream.
We're gonna save it. How are you doing, Nasser?
Tired, Gary, but
You know what? Push through it.
gonna be all right because
It is.
I'm expecting Packins Land soon.
Yeah. Packins Land is super exciting. I'm like on the edge of my seat with anticipation. I'm getting numbers back from the printer. Things are coming together. It's looking good.
Oh, the
Oh
print.
man, John Malin said. John Malin just said low T in here.
Yeah, I'm low T.
I
I'm
feel
47
betrayed.
years old.
I feel betrayed, John Malin.
John stoned. This is Mike's small council. Together at last. It's the small council. This does have to wrap up though, because my wife's bringing dinner home. Can I get
Oh,
some
what's she
model
bringing?
sheets for the CG characters? I mean, honestly, the drawings in the comics are better than anything I have as a model sheet. I just have one drawing of him just standing there.
Oh, John Malin is reminding me to stop telling people I'm tired on their streams. I'm sorry, John, but I'm here falling asleep.
So you're the one that's bringing us all down.
Kind of, yeah. I've had a lot going on lately.
Tell us all your problems, Nasser. We're here to make you feel better.
No, it's just I just haven't had a break in a while. Like, I worked all last week, and then right after work on Friday, which I got off at like 6 something, at about 7 o'clock, I started a 12-hour road trip with my dad. We went down to Oklahoma to visit my sister and her family, and we were there for 2 days. And the next morning, we had a 12-hour ride back, and then got home. When I got home, it was time to go to sleep, and I had work the next morning. So
You're
went
right,
from
John.
12
This is
hours in
boring.
the car to work the next morning. Well, you asked. So I've just been like still exhausted from the trip, and then working. Like I just haven't had a moment to breathe.
TPQ
Well, I have a question,
says
Nasser.
Nasser is even boring himself.
Do you? I saw on Twitter that you posted "A Girl in the Woods." Is that just another novel, or are you?
Oh
doing...
no, that's supposed to be a comic with me and Kelsey, but Kelsey ditched me to work with Mitch, so Kelsey's pushing it back and doesn't even know when.
Yeah, that was the book that you, or the story that you sent me, right?
Yep.
Good luck.
Yeah, I read it too. I fixed it
No,
for him.
No, oh no, you didn't read it, but I told you about it.
Yeah, and I fixed it for you.
No, you fixed my argument with Kelsey about how it should end, but no, I think he still wants to do it, but he's working on something with Mitch now. I think Mitch is able to pay him more than I can. I think
So
that's what happened.
is Mitch? Is it going to be Red Rooster? Is that what it is, or what?
No, I think what was it called? I forget the name of it, but Kelsey's working on some other project for Mitch.
When
How
is
dare
Red
Mitch
Rooster?
actually pay him?
Right. I don't actually know if he's paid him yet, but I'm just that's the only logical explanation.
Nasser and Kelsey, A Girl in the Woods. So Kelsey turned in a drawing that he almost half-heartedly drew.
No, he was doing like a little thumbnail sketch thing for the cover, and he was like, "How about this?" And then he was like, "All right, and I'll do the actual cover soon." Like that was just a little thumbnail thing, and then he just never did it. He told me back in like December, he's like, "I'll get back to you, you know, in like a week, and I'll let you know like when exactly I could start pages, so we know when to launch the Indiegogo." Didn't hear back from him for like 3 months, and then he's like, "Yeah, so I'm working with Mitch on something." I was like, "Darn it!" Like I was looking forward to launching.
You should just have him do it all in thumbnails.
It's actually a really cool cover thumbnail.
Yeah, maybe we'll show it. I don't know. I think it's still happening at some point.
No, it's not.
You know?
Kelsey, you're never doing this, are you?
Kelsey told me he wanted to, and we were talking about when we could launch and stuff. Oh, now he's asking in the group chat. He's like, "Kelsey, you're never doing this, are you?" we'll see.
I'll hire you for a project.
John Malin says, "Who does a better disappearing act, Kelsey, DB Cooper, or Copperfield?" I think Kelsey.
Yeah, Kelsey's had a lot. He had Doug stressed out, man. Remember that?
Yeah, he's stressed out too because
like,
everyone
he's popped smoke and just disappeared.
Everyone was asking me. They're all like, "So is your thing with Kelsey still happening?" And I was just like, "Yeah, it's still happening, right, Kelsey?" And Kelsey has like 40 messages from me, he never replies to. I'm like calling him. I'm like, "Kelsey, it's been months. Where are you? Answer the phone." And then one day he just appears like, "Yes, I'm working with Mitch now."
Why was he stressing out Doug? Did he have a problem?
Because he was Doug's colorist on Bigfoot Bill, and he just freaking disappeared for like 2 months.
No, it was like 3 months.
3 months. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I thought you put that on Twitter. You actually just posted it in the message.
Yeah, it was in the messages.
Yeah.
So funny. Can you ask Nasser what is so tiring about counting out $20 bills?
What you mean?
What do you do at the bank?
Everything?
Really? You clean the toilets?
Well, no. Besides cleaning.
Well, then you don't
I
do everything, do you?
Besides cleaning, I do everything else.
You monitor the safety deposit boxes.
Like a camera?
You help people get their mortgages.
Well, no.
What do you do? Because you clearly do not do everything at the bank, Nasser.
He doesn't do
Okay,
anything.
outside of the two things you just named, I do everything else.
Oh, bloody.
Do you refill the paperclip container?
Do you mop the
Yes.
floor?
But he also missed the part where I had, you know, a 12-hour road trip, you know, in between work weeks, and I didn't have a single break. So it's like I worked for 5
It
days,
seems like your
12-hour
job.
road trip for 2 days, you know, then another 12-hour road trip. And now I'm still working. Like I just haven't had, you know, a break.
Do you write novels while you're at work?
I wish I could.
Because it seems like your work is rest.
So are you a bank
Okay.
teller?
And a banker.
What do you mean you're a banker? You put on a little mustache and you just
No, like, you know, like I have like the little desk, you know, and I open up accounts and stuff.
I'm a banker.
What do you mean, like the guy from Monopoly,
I know.
Mr. Moneybag?
When I grow up, I want to be the banker. Yes. He twirls his mustache. So Nasser is a bank teller. Yeah, that's what we're getting out of this. He does everything at the bank except for everything we mentioned, but being a bank teller.
You asked me if I was a camera.
I didn't ask you if you were a camera. I said, do you monitor
Yes, and what else does that besides cameras?
security?
NASA.
Security officers? Do you mop?
Have you noticed what your icon is, Nasser?
Yeah, you're
yeah.
You're a camera.
Doesn't even clean the toilets, this guy.
John Malin says Nasser will make more money than all of us. Yes, I will.
I know
And
you.
Mike
will.
is going to
Yeah,
come
you will.
crawling to me for work. You know, I think some
can't
people
even see
got
me
mad at
shaking
me
my
when I
head.
said that before, Mike.
It's so sad.
I think some people got mad at me when I said that before because I was swarmed the other day with people on Twitter that were like, I don't like the way you talk to your elders on these streams, and I was like, we're joking like 99% of the time, like, and a lot of them were talking about the way I talk to you, Mike.
Well, obviously,
And
you're
I was like,
extraordinarily
"Do they not get
rude
it?"
to
Like,
me, young man.
That's our bit, Mike.
Yeah, it's a bit. It's
But
a
Mike
bit.
is still going to come calling to me for work.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. You better believe it.
Mike is working feverishly to make that not happen, Nasser.
That's right.
Yes.
Did you see where this is tracking, Nasser?
Yeah, I did.
In the first 30 days?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do better
What
than
is
that.
it, like 100?
It says 104,000.
100
Well, 105,000. But I think I'm going to do better than that.
do better, Mike.
That's my plan. That's my plan.
all coming
And then,
together.
yeah, maybe, hopefully with Backer Kit, bump that up even more. Woo!
So what's Backer Kit doing?
Weren't you here when I just told Gary?
No.
What are they doing, Mike?
No, you said something about it in the group chat.
Yeah, actually, you didn't tell me what they're going to do.
Oh,
Oh yeah, you did.
I
You
did.
said they're gonna hone your ads.
They're going to market. Yeah, they're going to market. But
Oh, I think I
and
might have been reading something on Twitter when you said that.
they pay for. Wait, what'd you say, Nasser?
I said if you told Gary that, I must have been reading something on Twitter at the same time, like to have missed it.
Yeah, I guess. So pay attention this time, okay? They're going to pay for marketing. They're going to pay the advance on the advertising cost for the first $2,000, and then they're going to tailor advertising on Facebook and Instagram to try to maximize advertising budget. And they say that they average get from 20 to 40%, or not percent, 200 to 400% of advertising budget back. So, invest 2,000, make 4,000, make 6,000, make whatever. So yeah, that's what they're gonna pay. I don't have to pay anything up front. They're gonna pay for all this marketing, and then hopefully, increase the revenue significantly. And what I was saying about advertising is that's part of the thing you have to do with advertising is you have to tailor these ads so that they get good responses, and that takes a lot of time. It's not something I couldn't do. It's just something I haven't had the time to do. I do advertise, and I try to keep track of which ads do better than others.
Every advertisement thing I've tried has sucked.
What have you tried at, Nasser?
Twitter. Twitter was by far the worst, and then I've tried.
But what have you tried? What was your actual? What did you do? Don't just say I advertised on Twitter.
Oh no, I paid for a Twitter ad. I think it was $50 or $100, and it got me nothing.
Okay, again, what do you mean you paid for a Twitter ad? What did you post that you paid to advertise?
I forget. It was a while ago.
Was it just art? Was it just a link to your?
No, I think there was art and a link, but I tried a Twitter ad like almost a year ago, and like as far as like my books on Amazon, I've tried doing like the Amazon ad campaigns, but those get you like one sale, and out of I'm trying to think how many clicks I got, but it's like almost not even worth it. Like you'll get clicks like advertising on Amazon, but the actual people that buy is just so little it hardly makes a difference.
Oh gosh, you know what? I need to wrap this up. I have a Bible study to be at in 35 minutes. But thanks, guys. Nasser, do you want to give out your info for anybody who doesn't already know you? They can follow you.
Yeah, sure. I'll put it here in the chat because no one can spell it. But my Twitter is at NasserAbadi13. So there it is in the chat. And you could also subscribe to me. I do writing videos, horror videos, that sort of thing.
All right. And Gary?
You can find me at Gary Shipman Artist Pro on YouTube, or Mr. G Ship, all one word. You can go find my Packins Land Omnibus. It's up for grabs right now. And
all right, rock and roll. And please do get Lonestar Soul of the Soldier. Again, the Gone with the Wind cover is available now. And 1 week from now, we'll have the EVS cover. Hopefully he'll have it done by then. And Saved by the Bell. Gotta go. Thanks, everybody.